Welcome
It's a wonderful day.
It's a Monday.
To
Mondays
whom it may
here.
concern.
That's a good singing.
3 is the magical number.
3's the
Well,
magical.
for the people we do.
Jason.
I just made that up.
You did. That was great.
That was freestyle.
Now, wait a second.
Freestyle.
Here, 1 second. You got to change that palette out.
Freestyle. What?
Change your palette out.
This is a good palette.
Of course it is. Here's a better one.
But this one's good.
This one's great, too.
This one doesn't have anything on it. Like, this one's, like, boring. The other one had
It's a new
pizzazz.
project, so technically you got
The other one had pizzazz, though, Chris.
We have some kind of rhyme here.
The other one had pizzazz.
Pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
This is what the kids call a blank slate palette. How we all doing?
Not
Who do
what-
we got?
No kids
here?
call it that.
I don't. You're probably right. Zamian, thank you so much. 5 months.
No kids call it that.
Ghost Hunter, Oak and Fury, Crow Stuff, Plum Crunchy, Wad, Haley, Sigaback, Somewhat Civil, Leo, Sidious, Coyote Clausen, Mullets. Hello, Jason and Chris. Hello, Wad.
Hello, Wad.
How art thou?
How art thou, Wad?
How art thou, Wad? Are you asking about Wad or a Wad? Like, how art thou, Wad? Well.
I apologize already. Like,
Double
are we
T.
even 2 minutes in?
T. Schmid, Scorched Earth, what's going on?
This is not how we're supposed to start the week.
You're right. Chuck, the Mead Man. We're very vocal today.
I have never once seen Chuck drink mead. I think it's kind of like Bald Man.
You got some truth there, technically.
I think it's kind of like Bald Man. I think Chuck's a liar. Bald Man's I think we have a bunch of liars.
That's what the badge is for.
That's what the badge is for.
Got my One Step Set 2 Saturday. So excited to experiment with the new colors.
They're so good.
Woohoo!
They're so good.
August 12th, mark your date, or your calendars. Mo's Magic, what? Mo, 119 months.
I called you out, Chuck.
Nerd Party.
I called you out, Chuck. Look, I did some painting on the weekend, and I actually nearly got a model done. Like, this is pretty close.
Yummy. That guy's a delicious looking model. He gets wilder the more you look at it.
Yeah, I stopped after the second layer, the gray over the black hood. I need to go brighter, and then we'll do that down. And then, of course, the skin needs a lot of work. But I got pretty far.
Yeah,
In a day, because it's just a repaint, and I didn't even prime over it. I just literally started painting over the base coat.
That's crazy.
So it took me a little bit longer than it might have normally, but it took him pretty good. I got to obviously do the axes. That's just a coat of One Step olive yellow.
Don't accuse me of slacking, Chuck. I'm so sorry. There's no mercy here.
The Skin Twins.
The Skin Twins. Yes, lumberjack. I am not actually a lumberjack. Yeah,
See?
It's very...
Liars.
You could be.
Bunch of liars.
In some alternative universe, Gilborn, did you guys see the weather report at Gen Con? Crazy stuff.
Mead Man,
I heard
bald guy.
I heard their head.
Bald guy's not bald. Mead Man drinks beer. I don't know what's going on with the world.
Yeah, I've never seen you drink mead, Chuck. I got to take his side on this one.
Calling him out.
And General Ginkgo is, in fact, not a general.
See?
Okay,
See?
well, I mean, I'm not Christmas or sushi, but here we are.
I'm just surrounded by liars. Liars.
The Skin Twins, I've seen that movie.
There's no truth in
Yikes.
these hills.
All right, once again, okay, Shadowcast says, well, all right, once again, I blame you for getting me into a game. I'm going to get a War Machine Candor box. Tell him we sent you, gosh darn it.
Tell him we sent you.
Kador, right. Jarls, Tony.
Tell him we sent you. We're doing the Lord's work over
42,
here.
that's
Driving
right.
revenue
Seriously.
to competitors is our job, it seems.
Now, this is a new game you picked up, Jason. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Just when you thought it was safe.
No, I mean,
Check out what I got.
We like this game.
So this week, I'm going to be painting up a model from a game called Zinvaded.
Yeah, okay.
And I have to tell a little bit of the backstory, which I'll probably have to tell 18 million times this week as people come in and ask the question. So I was at the Adepticon barbecue a couple weeks back, right? And one of the nights, I think it was Saturday night,
Yeah.
I was playing games with some of the attendees there, and they're all, the great team that run Adepticon.
Yeah.
But I was playing with a team of guys there, and one of them, we were talking about cool games, and I was like, I'm definitely more into skirmish games because obviously it's easier for me to, paint all the models. When you only have half a dozen or something. He goes, "Oh, have I got the game for you? It's called Zenvaded. Have you heard of this?" I said, "No, I never heard about it." He goes, "It's amazing.
Yeah.
It comes in a Chinese takeout box."
That's great. And look at the picture on the front with the keyboard. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it comes in a Chinese takeout box, a big Chinese takeout box. And this is a 2-player starter set.
Nice.
And it's done by We Have Issues Studios. So I knew I was going to love it from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because it has literally the nutritional facts on the side.
That's awesome.
With what it comes with. And the factions are called stuff like the Kill All
Yeah.
and the Save 'em.
Okay.
And it's written like in Klingon, right? And so it's got some funny stuff. It's obviously, the backstory is that there is a race called the Zen, right?
Yeah.
And they are having problems on their homeworld, and they're this tall. This is one of them.
Yeah.
And so this is 1-to-1 scale game.
Okay.
This race is literally this tall.
Oh, that's cool.
And so they sent a probe to Earth, and that probe crash landed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to relay data back to the homeworld about what the planet, the environment was like, what the inhabitants were like, to see if they could, come here to save their race.
Yeah.
And or their species. And so the probe, and it wrecked, and where it wrecked happened to be in the middle of a Warhammer 40K game or a tabletop miniatures game. And so it thought all of the humans on the planet, or all the inhabitants of the planet, were miniature, right? Because all it did was take in data of short, things that were shorter than the Zen, right?
Yeah.
Because, you've got your table full of Space Marines. So they were like, oh, we can conquer this measly little planet easily.
Yeah.
Because we're this size, and the people of the planet are this size. Well, so they got here and realized they were fooled, and that humans were towering over them, and so they had to come up with a different plan. So they set up shop in the basement of a Chinese takeout place, hence the takeout box.
Yeah.
And now they are plotting what to do next, and they've divided into 2 factions, which one of them is called the Kill All, the KYL''AL, I think, the Kill All, and the SAV''EM, the Save 'em. And the Kill All, of course, want to get word back to the homeworld to bring the whole fleet.
Yeah.
Because they still think they can kill all the humans and take over the planet.
Right.
And drain it of its resources. And then the Save 'em sound like they want to kind of integrate in with humans and live amongst them. But the beauty of this game, it's absolutely tremendous in that it utilizes real world stuff as terrain.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to wrap your head around it. That's why I want to paint this guy, because there's a 6-sided die. Like a true scale 6-sided die, like a 16 mil 6-sided die on the base.
Yeah.
Because these guys literally are this high.
That's so
This
fun.
is 1-to-1.
Yeah.
I'm this big, and this guy is this small. There are rules in some of the scenarios called people around. There's a keyword called people around. And if your scenario has the keyword people around, if at the end of an activation a model is further than an inch from a piece of terrain or an object, you roll a d6, and on a 6 it gets seen by a human in the area, and the human steps on it, squishes them, and they're removed from play. Like, it's just that easy. So it has some really amazing tropes to it. But I love the idea that you don't have to worry about terrain, because you just use your miniatures and your bottles of paint and this thing of water. And it is literally a thing of water that these people are moving around. It's not like we had to use Coke cans and paint them up like towers or something like that, right? So it's freaking hilarious.
That's really cool. I really like it. And
I'm a big fan.
Here's really quick. I want to get to this really quick. We've got Avian, Jarls, Tony, Travel Cedric, Bill Reiser. Thank you all for those subs. 42 months, 44 months, 32 and 2. Now, Jason, I have to apologize about something.
I don't want to hear it.
I did drink mead with Chuck the Mead Man. So I need to make sure that's publicly known. He made mead. And
Chuck, what have you bribed him with?
I've sipped it.
What have you bribed him with?
No, we did. We played a game. We played Moonstone. He was at the table. I denied him so many things.
Mondays, this is called Zinvaded. Z-Y-N
So sorry.
Vaded.
Oh, Chuck, forgive us.
It's called Zinvaded.
Look at that.
EVO.
That's cool. Zinvaded EVO.
And I think it's zinvaded.evo. I don't remember what the website is called.
Yeah, type in Zinvaded.
If you just go Google Zinvaded, the first
You'll
thing
find
that comes up is Zinvaded EVO. And it's hilarious.
How we all doing?
So anyway, we're painting this stuff.
That's right.
And I'm hoping to get people hyped about a fun little game. I have no skin in the game. I don't know these people. I think they're from Texas. I don't know. I wrote them a note saying that, hey, I love these models. They're big, chunky, fun models. You get, it's the standard, what I call battlefield aesthetic, right? You have like an assault trooper, a heavy, and a sniper, right?
Absolutely.
And so the box comes with 3 for each side. And I think you get to pick because I think they're just similar. But there's 2 heavies of different types, so you get 6 different sculpts, right?
I like it.
So it's 6 different sculpts, but they're funny because they're kind of insectoid because they have 4 arms.
Yeah.
Right. So there's another one. This guy's standing on a bottle cap, like a beer bottle cap, which I think is great. And then the other sniper is just kind of down in the
trenches,
on top of the building, about to snipe them.
Oh yeah, nice.
Right.
Cliff Jumper Muffin Truck. Thank you so much for those subs.
So seriously cool
subs.
models. They're chunky. They're 3D printed, but they feel really, really sturdy because they are big, chunky pieces of resin.
Yeah.
The cleanup was really simple. I haven't cleaned up all of them, just the one I'm going to paint here. And I chose this one with the die because it was the one that was most recognizably in a 1-to-1 scale with the world around us with the 6-sided die.
Cool.
Yeah, but they're fun. They're just really neat. It's fun because it has a very hand sculpted aesthetic. It's very soft, like it was made out of clay.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if they did that in ZBrush or one of the 3D sculpting software tools.
Yeah.
And made it very soft and hand sculpted like throwback style, because everything, there aren't a whole lot of hard edges. There's a lot of soft edges to the armor plate, which gives it almost an old French sci-fi aesthetic, which I really dig. Right? It's like a Mobius kind of sci-fi aesthetic. So it really has a cool vibe to it. So even if you're not interested in the game at all, the models are super rad. So
nice.
A lot of fun. And they have little
exciting.
grubs, like little worms, because these guys have come in and enslaved insects to do their bidding.
Sure.
And the insects, due to being around the radiation that these guys have and the tools and stuff that they've used, the insects start to morph, and there's another faction that's just the insects. And then there's ones that have died from the radiation, so there's an undead faction of them. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of really crazy stuff going on. So anyway, there you go. We're gonna
There
paint.
you go. And Jade says, after such an apology, I was so thrilled to paint again on Saturday at the booth. Seriously, the highlight of my Gen Con, and made it my best one in the last 10 years. Nice, Jade. Chuck, glad you guys had a good time. And I'm glad everybody who went to Gen Con gave a trip over to our booth. Hopefully you got some of the set 2. Mark your calendars for everybody who didn't. August 12th is when it's coming out.
What?
Live.
What?
So mark your calendar.
Possible?
And then the 26th for the EU. So keep your calendars marked. And yet another game I'm considering, says Shadowcast. That's what we do here.
You can't go wrong, I don't think, just because it's hilarity. So,
Yeah.
And it's really funny. The scenarios are funny. One of them is, I don't remember what the scenarios are called, and I have not played it. So, but it looks really fun.
Looks like a fun pick up and play kind of game.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's got to be pretty quick. Like I said, I don't know all the details on it, but it was one that the guy spoke very highly of and said it was a lot of fun, and that the theme obviously was right up my alley with the obnoxious fun, kind of not taking itself too seriously. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
And so Zinvaded, yeah. And so I'd say give it a try. It's a neat support independent game manufacturers too. People that are really trying to keep the dream alive in a way that is not just big 40K style games. I like really neat, small, skirmishy games. Obviously, fewer minis to paint, never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Means I can paint more armies for more games if they don't have 5 million models in them all. I'm going to go ahead and do a light coat of red oxide. I'm going to do military green on this faction.
Lumberjack says, just for the record, everybody, I've been here every day. My company has been watching me like a hawk, so I haven't been chatting. Oh, Okay. Lumberjack.
Watching you like a hawk. What'd you do?
No, I get you. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was worried about you. Eric says, would you please go into plastic prep, resin versus plastic? Is it necessary to wash the figures before priming? Great question, Eric.
I never wash anything ever, period.
You just put this, so you just took this right out of the box.
Stripped it out of the box, cleaned the 3D printing post nubs off of it, and here we are painting.
God bless
Ta-da.
America.
Yeah, ta-da.
God bless America.
I guess I'll put some red on the dye. I don't know that I need it, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway, just in case.
Why did you go with red oxide primer?
Well, remember we painted that Army Man?
Oh, you're painting these like that kind of green.
Yeah, I'm painting these like military green, and I figured we did the Army Man with the red, so we're going to do it again with this guy.
That's great.
Because it's awesome.
I'm very excited for this.
Because it's all, and we'll do like some yellow and white, kind of like, the green military anime style stuff where you have like some splashes of color on some of the armor panels, unit markings, and things like that. It'll be fun. They feel like that's what they would be.
Following distance speeding, hard stops, and few distracted driving. Okay, hey, Lumberjack, no worries, man. We know you're here. Keep me accountable as best you can. This is cool. I'm excited for the green workup. Are you surprised, world?
Well, so now I'm going to do blue because Chris likes the green.
No, again, no. Don't do that. Oh.
I can't do it if Chris likes it.
I mean, I'm really not looking forward to this green thing.
Well, we're back to green.
Green is my favorite color, Jason.
We're off to blue.
Surprise, surprise, everybody, if you didn't already know.
Arboretum Chris over here.
Green is my favorite color.
No way.
Followed by green.
Puce.
And then white, and then red for Christmas.
Puce. He's a big Puce fan.
Do blue-green at this point, says Mo. I could hear you, Mo. Do blue-green, and shut up about it.
That sounds exactly like Mo.
Why don't you just do it?
How'd you know? That sounds exactly like him.
Ghost Hunter's like, split the difference and use jade? No, he's going to do green. He's fine. He's going to do green. Isn't every color Chris's favorite color? Sidious?
And every workup.
You now understand.
Every workup and every color.
I'm a simple, beautiful man.
Hey, that's giving yourself a lot of credit.
That's true. I'm a simple
give yourself a
5 out of 10.
A lot of credit. A lot of credit there, Chris.
I'm a very simple man, chat. If I like a color, I like it. And I just happen to like every color we make, so sue me.
So sue me.
Don't do that. That's so much paperwork. My fave color is Pro-Acryl. Scorched Earth, now you get it. That was the test, and you passed. Oh, I wonder if he's going to use dark camo green.
I am.
That's great. Do you clean your brushes after every session? Oh my gosh, I'm going to bury myself with this one. I feel like I ruin my Kolinsky brushes when I clean them with brush cleaner. I cannot keep a sharp point on them to save my life.
What brush cleaner are you using?
If it's not our goop, I don't know what you're doing. I've got a great video for you. I've got a couple great videos for you, actually. We didn't even plan this segue. That's right, Lumberjack, keep me accountable. Boom, link's coming. Let's see, did you respond?
He came out of a test tube like this.
Me?
Yeah.
Me? I came out.
Well, they asked about you, so...
Oh.
They said, did you have to build the brand loyalty into Chris, or did he come out of a test tube like
No,
this?
I am the poster.
He was born this way.
I am the poster child of beautiful conversion, and I'm never looking
conversion? What the heck does that even mean?
Well, like I wish I had Pro-Acryl sooner in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm here with all of you.
With all of us?
Seriously. It is Philip's fault. That's what Philip just said.
Philip, how are you awake?
Where are you?
Hope the weekend was great, Philip. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah.
And happy birthday again.
Yes, give that old cat some hugs and some hearts. Happy birthday, Philip. Oh, okay. Snow Blinky says, just got my jar of Jen's brush cleaner, loving this stuff. Oh, no. But it's not the same person. Okay, no. Combat says, the Master's Cleaner, the one that comes in the light brown tub.
So there's your problem. It is very astringent. It has a real hard time keeping sable brushes from drying out too quick. You need something that conditions the brush as well. Now, you could use the masters and then condition the brush after you clean it. That's perfectly fine. But you need to be conditioning the brushes too. Natural hair, you think of it like the hair on your head. You're putting a really harsh cleaner in masters across it. And, we make our own cleaner. I want to be specific about that. Yep. So, and we're very partial to it. We built it because we used masters for years and it doesn't work.
It's freaking awesome.
Doesn't work the way we like it to work. So we built our own. So we have our own, but I'm not, the chicken or egg question is that we had used what you're using for a number of years and it didn't work very well in our industry. So, it really seems more built for synthetics than anything else, where you're just trying to use a harsher cleaner to get paint out of it and the brush doesn't care. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
But you can use it. It cleans very well. You just need to condition afterwards. So get yourself a conditioner. It can be like a conditioner for your hair from the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love the smell of it, and it is so satisfying when you clean your brushes. I am going to, that link I just posted there, Combat, check that out. That's what he's talking about. And then here's another great, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, hit that link that I've just put there and you're good to go. I'll pick some up. I'll pick one up now. Thanks for the info. Do you use it after every session?
I don't. I'm a very bad example.
And this is where everybody tells me to do my job.
Because I don't have a real producer.
No!
But if I did have a real producer, then yeah, the brushes would get cleaned all the time. But I have a C- producer.
That's right.
And so my brushes only get cleaned when somebody asks me to show them how to clean a brush on stream, and then they get ignored for a long time. So I have to apologize. I'm definitely the bad uncle where you don't do what I do as I say, don't do as I do. I'm a bad example.
Why no Zenithal? Table Miniature says, why no Zenithal this time around?
I don't paint like that very often, believe it or not.
We've been doing that to show
I do
people.
It with the one-step paints that we've come out with this year, so you've been seeing me do it a lot. But typically when I'm just painting, I don't use Zenithal because I already am confident in light placement. So I will do like an undercoat of red like this so that I get a good coloring on the model. But I'm not concerned with where light goes. I'll build it up as I go. If you are still at that point where you want to be able to have the light sketched on the model, it is fantastic, though. In no way am I poo-pooing it.
Poo-poo. He said it. Clip it. There you go.
But it's just not something that I use in my process all the time.
Ooh. Eric, another good question. Is there any color pigment difference between the Expert acrylics and the Bottle Pro Acryl? How can I dilute the Experts?
Same way, water.
Yep.
Now, when you ask about pigment differences, yeah, there are pigments that are, like, some of the colors are different, if that's what you mean. But for, like, colors that are the same, like titanium white, no, it's the exact same pigment that we use in the liquid acrylics.
Solid. Excellent. Wanted to see my... Nice. Cool. Let's go over here. Yes, Shadowcast, we are getting the PT in-house
it showed up today.
So it's going to take me a second to get it installed, but it's coming very soon.
It showed up at the factory today.
Yeah.
Right after lunch.
It's going to be a little bit of a task.
Seen it, but
we'll get it. We'll get it in there.
It's there.
Yeah. So, how do you properly clean a sable? Says Ted Onions. Now, are you baiting us?
He is. He has to be.
Well,
this is Ted Onions.
How do you clean the sable? Maybe you should ask that at 3:55.
No, you should go watch that video that
I
Chris
just
linked.
posted the link. Blanger.
Go watch the video.
Schlanky, you guys, I had a beautiful, and this is going to bury my hole even deeper, but I had a beautiful brush cleaning session this weekend. I had a little bit of time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start cleaning my brushes. And I'm like, the technique that Jason shows, I got to reclip another one of these, but you like the rubbing, like how you go in your hand and you rub it up, and it gets all the schmutz out. I have also fallen in love with the Dauntless number 5 this last week. I have come to find a new love in one of my new daily drivers in the Dauntless number 5.
You don't say.
I do. I'm trying to get away from the cleaning part.
Wow, you cleaned your brushes.
I love Dauntless number 5.
Wow. Interesting.
Jason, I can't clean your brushes. We know this.
Interesting.
Because the day I do clean it, the gag goes away.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Richard, here we go. This is a long one. So when Jason gets it, I'm going to have him read this one. Just so that I don't it's a big one. So we'll get to it here in a little bit. But yes, Dauntless number 5. I love them.
What am I supposed to read?
This one right here.
Holy wall of text.
We've got you, Richard. Hold on to your butts.
Sisters of Battle Army diorama. I don't want to do the traditional colors of black and red. I was thinking of doing a spin on and making them Sisters of the Rock and use jade, bright jade, Ben Comet's green oxide, dark sea Ben, dark emerald, bright green blue. Do you have any suggestions what I can add to it? I want it to pop on the tabletop. So instead of black red, you're going to do jade, bright jade, and then you're going to do the other darker greens for the contrasting color? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Help me understand.
Help me help you is what Jason likes to say.
I don't ever say that.
Help me help you?
Yeah.
Kind of, in your own beautiful way.
Which is not saying that.
Pop on the tabletop. I like that. Pop on the tabletop. Boo, 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 boo. Chris, did you see my second part long text back? No, Jimbo, I did. We're gonna need you to consolidate. Ask it again.
That means he didn't see it.
I'm going back up. I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, Jimbo. Jimbo. Okay. Well, I took my red mixture. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, Jimbo says, well, I think you all will be proud of me, okay? We always are proud of you. Unless you're killing somebody.
Whoa.
I said to clear.
There's a lot of things down that road we're not proud of. What are you talking about?
Well, that's what I said. That's why I said that.
Well, you said unless you're killing somebody as if that was the only definitive thing we're not proud of.
No, I said we're always proud of you
unless
you're
killing. What is happening here today?
Sorry. Let's just back up. Jimbo, resend it for me. My beautiful little chatter, you.
I apologize
I'm
for
sorry.
Chris
I'm
today.
catching up. That's Chris's line. That's right, Rogue Leader. Wow, this went dark fast. Sidious?
I don't know what happened.
Be prepared.
Half the time, I have no idea.
I'm sorry. I have been told that I really do have a dark sense of humor sometimes. So you'll have to forgive me, chat.
Sometimes?
I have a very dark sense of humor. Okay, well, I think you'll be proud of me. Thank you, Jimbo. I was trying to do a red horse. Okay? Sorrel or chestnut for one of my Conquest 100K mounted Squires model.
Okay.
I didn't get to ask on Friday. Then instead of not painting last night, I was like, oh, to heck with it. Time to guess and experiment. I did. Okay, you did dark crimson special sauce.
Okay.
Mixed first, then added burnt red into my mix and added it second. Then did a burnt sienna with special sauce. Okay. Then last I took my red mixture and added back over the mane and lower legs. Turned out a lot better than I'd hoped, so I'm super pumped.
Awesome.
Thanks for helping build my confidence over the last few months with
That's
tips
awesome.
and your streams. Jimbo, we got there. We landed that plane. Woohoo!
That's awesome, actually. Right?
That's great.
Being able to just kind of be like, you know what? I don't need to wait for that old man to tell me what to do. I'll do it on my own, by
Old
golly.
man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. I don't know. Every time you say that, it just pops into my head.
I have to.
Jimbo, I love that for you and your household. Congratulations. That was great. Hey.
Can you zoom out a little bit?
Yeah. Let me zoom out.
Exactly.
Actually, here's
That's
what we're
I'm
going to do.
asking.
I'm going to zoom.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
It's a little clearer.
Can you do that in a little bit more?
Yep. Hold. Okay. Oh,
There we go.
There it is.
There we go.
We landed it. Okay, here we go. Could you possibly talk about how you choose one step versus wash/glaze mediums for painting tasks? Is there some overlap in uses?
There definitely is overlap to start with that end. When do I choose it? When I know I'm painting over, say, a base sketch like a zenithal or, a hand-brushed value sketch or something like that, then one step is going to be my go-to. When I'm painting over a near finished model, I might switch and think like a glaze is the key. Washes, for me, fit in when all I'm trying to do is shade a thing, right? Maybe I'm getting a coloration to move a little bit, around in hue, but I'm not really trying to have as big of an impact with the color I'm painting with. So a black wash to move things more black, but I'm not looking to just discolor the whole model. Whereas if I had done like a gray zenithal, white to gray zenithal on a model and then wanted to move it to black, I might use dark blue black one step or something like.
Twisty Farmer says, "Oh, cool, a Zed bug. How are you guys doing today? We're doing great. Do you know this?
Well, these aren't Zed bugs.
But
That's
you know
another
what's up.
faction. The Zed bugs are the dead ones.
Oh, okay.
This is a Save 'em
A
faction
Save 'em?
guy. One of the Zen, the Save 'em. I'm going to pick the Save 'em faction because I don't know if a kill-all is really my style. But
Well,
yes,
cool.
you got
So,
it.
yeah, you know what's up.
Zenvaded.
Twisty Farmer, shout out. How you doing, buddy? Avian, thank you for those bits. That one sounds like rain.
Huh?
That applause button I just hit sounds a little bit like rain, but it's applause, I assure you. Whose motorcycle is that? Pulp Fiction jokes. Whose chopper is this?
Zed, baby.
There you go.
Nope, Zed's
Avian.
dead.
Shout out to Avian, always just coming in hot and heavy.
Zed's dead.
General Ginkgo, stay tuned.
Who is not a general.
Stay
Just
tuned.
found that out today. Very disappointed.
We were really banking on you being a general, Ginkgo.
I had plans.
Yes, we are going to do the July challenge review this week, potentially tomorrow or Wednesday. Jason and I have to talk about it.
Oh my god.
It's not a vehicle, Jason. It's no more vehicles. This is the lighting one.
I'm excited for it.
This one's very good. We liked the vehicle one, but we gave us a little bit of, trauma because everybody thought things were certain vehicles, and then you surprised us with good vehicles. Have to paint a bunch of soldiers whose primary color is navy blue, says Carl Duty. What color would you recommend using as a base?
Dark purple works great.
What's a good way to highlight while maintaining the darkness of the navy?
To highlight, well, anytime you're doing a dark color, the key is to not go bright with your highlight, right? So keep your midtones as your kind of highlight colors. You paint them where your highlight would go, but you keep midtone shades, and that does a really good job of doing all that. So, you can get a long way just by not going as bright. And then that sounds kind of like, well, duh. But that's the key. That's the thing in making things not appear shiny. We talk about it in material focus a lot when you're painting cloth versus painting armor, that you just don't highlight the cloth as bright, and then boom, you got cloth. So that's typically the first place to start, So if you're doing like a dark navy, as far as the base color, dark plum can be really rad underneath dark blues. Dark purple, obviously, always a good go-to. I'm kind of a one-track mind when it comes to that. But I would stay away. You could do Payne's Gray if you just want to keep it in the hue of blue. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Feels comfortable for most people to start with a darker blue, so Payne's Gray into dark navy works pretty well. But I prefer, the alternating hues, something in the purple or red vein to give it a little bit of a warmer shadow when you're doing all blue armor, just because the blue is such a cool color on its own. Cool as in temperature, not necessarily cool as in, that's freaking cool. So you've always got that to contend with. But that's the gist I would go with.
I didn't think you were rank you smelled nice when I met you says WAD. Exactly. Everybody think mine means rank. Oh, I see general ginkgo. Now, that's a great segue into my next bit. Yes, we will be doing the challenge review, so keep an eye out in the Discord.
That wasn't a segue at all.
I had to make it one. I just, I slid it right in.
That's not at all what that means.
I tried.
That's not what this is.
Jeff Brando says, I was excited at Gen Con. Okay. Hopefully you're still excited here, Jeff Brando. But yes, somebody was asking if it was too late to submit a model. Yes, typically, and not typically, actually 100% of the time, the last day of the month is the last day you can submit at 11:59 p.m. MST.
Yep, we won't take submissions that are come in after that. You can post them up there if you want to just take part in it and show it off. But we won't review things for that challenge. Just wait for the next one, because we do one every month. So we got you time-wise. If you want to go ahead and paint a model for that, you can always, or if you didn't finish or get to a point, you can always still show it off.
Oh, yeah.
There is no harm, no foul. Remember, this isn't like a big competition. Nobody wins a trophy, so showing off your model at the time that you feel comfortable doing so is perfectly legal. We've had a lot of people shoot me messages behind the scenes once they're done saying, hey, I didn't get a chance to enter this, but I just wanted you to see it. And I sometimes will give feedback in the background if you private message me with it. I can't always guarantee that because I can't always get to it, but I try. So we're just putting a base coat of dark camo green on here. I'm got about, I don't know, I'm going to say kind of light dampness on the brush so that I can glaze a little bit with it, but you're seeing I'm getting a pretty good coverage in one, maybe call it 1.5 coats. Using my brush to go from the shadow area up to where I want the bulk of the green. That way I'm dropping off most of the pigment up in the brighter areas and letting the beginning of the brush stroke give us that little blend into the shadows so that the red oxide still exists in like the low spots. He has a butt crack, which I think is phenomenal. The armor has a butt crack.
Scorcher, didn't Jason say he was reading Dungeon Crawler Carl? If so, what are his thoughts? Been hearing a lot about it lately.
I started it.
You kind of got bored with it?
I think somebody in here, Mo, was that you?
Maybe it was
that
Mo.
Told me to read it?
I believe it was
I don't
Mo.
remember how I found out about it. I think it might have been
Mo. Nice. Combat just bought the brush cleaner. You are not going to regret it. It is dope stuff.
And then watch our video on how to use it. We go in depth on what makes a good brush cleaning session occur. But somebody around here told me to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I started it. And book 1 I thought was pretty good. I'm not really into the whole, what do they call those kind of fake D&D books, right? Where the people are real in them. I forget what they're called. There's a genre of those things. And, I'm not really into that genre of book, but it took off. Carl as a character I think is really good. Donut is despicable, and I can't stand that character, and it made me stop reading the books. So, I know that is a very, very unpopular opinion. Everybody loves the talking cat. I thought the talking cat was one of the worst characters ever written, the way they used her. And it started really harping on me. So by about book 4 or 5, I don't remember where I finished it, I had to stop. It got so tedious with the cat that I had to stop. And it was audiobook, so there might have been a little... I don't think the voice did it, though.
Just the character itself?
Just the character itself, yeah. And a bunch of the characters along the way that they were meeting and the way they treat Carl in the book is just too... Yeah, I don't know. I stopped liking it. It was great, and then it wasn't. So I think that we see a little bit of time, because I'm binging the books.
Yeah.
But the books weren't written like that. The books were written over a period of time.
Oh, okay.
And authors go through changes in their thought process over a period of time. And so when you're binging it, I'm like expecting it to always be the same. The characters, and the development and all that, but there's probably years in between the books in the way he writes it, right? This has happened to me with other authors too. Like if you're binging Stephen King, you might not be happy. Like reading the Gunslinger series is a tough one because there were like dozens of years between some of those books.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so it's not going to pick up in a state of mind the way you're reading it. Mm-hmm. So when I go back and I read the Gunslinger series, I have to remind myself, there was like 10 years between this book and the next one. And so, or maybe it was 16. I don't remember. But there's a little bit of change in the way Stephen King views the world and the way his, because an author brings a piece of themselves in. And I think Dinneman's no different. So I love the books. They start off great. I think most people will really like them. I expect more from my books than that. And I think that those lit RPG, that's what they're called.
Okay.
I think those lit RPG style books just aren't my thing.
Okay.
I think the trope is worn out. I think it kind of got, after the first couple of books, it kind of wore itself thin on me, like with all the cockamamie dungeon stuff that pops up. And
Big Mike.
So.
What's up?
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
What's that? Double T says, does Jason like the OG D&D books like Dragonlance or the Salvatore Drizzt books?
I am not a big fantasy book person.
Yeah.
I think fantasy tropes, to me, don't do it in novel form. I know a lot of people like to read more fantasy books to find out, like, oh, how are they going to do their magic system in this book?
Yeah.
And I do like some. I can't lie and say that I don't have any. I have some really. I've been reading some really fun ones. The First Law trilogy is fantastic. The old Elric Melnibone, right? The Song of the Black Sword and stuff like that are good. But there's also the I just got finished with one that I think was Larry Correia that was like Sons of the Black Sword or something like that, and it's pretty good too. Correia can take me away into those, or Correia, however you pronounce his name. He can take me away into fantasy worlds, and he does a really good job of it. He kind of has more of a, I get tired of calling it a Game of Thronesy effect, but there's a little bit more realism in there. That's like the Joe Abercrombie stuff. So I can read that stuff and really have a good time with it. I'm not a big fan of like the old Dragonlance stuff, but only because I haven't read it in a long, long time. As a kid, when I was playing D&D, I probably really enjoyed some of the stories I was able to read. But as an adult, I don't go back to them. Fantasy just isn't a trope that gets me excited.
Yeah,
I like reading like urban fantasy a lot, where we have things that are like, crossover where you're in the city, but all of a sudden there's, like demons living in the alleyways at night, and stuff.
Did you ever read like Game of Thrones?
I never read it. I watched the series.
Yeah, I never read Game of Thrones.
It was hard because I learned about Game of Thrones through the series, not the books. So I was one of those. And the series was really great. And then to learn that the books would never be finished made me never read them. Because I don't want to read to the cliffhanger. And then only have because the books are very different than the TV series. And I don't want to read to the cliffhanger of the books and then have it be that you got to tie it together with the TV series ending to make it make sense. But
Cyberspy was doing the Zenithal paint for my salamanders, but for my salamander green, how do I know which way to spray the green at from... Oh, okay, Cyberspy, if I remember correctly, I recommended basing in the Imperial Purple and then doing the green salamander as a Zenithal. Jason always recommends 10 to 2 for Zenithals, right, Jason?
10 to 2? The direction?
Yeah, for the
typically
light.
For standard lighting, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's how I would Zenithal
10 o'clock or 2 o'clock with your bright color.
Yeah.
is a really good way to make sure you have enough drama with the lighting, but not so much that it's like sidelong or from underneath, right? Those are great lighting directions when you have a plan, but for just everyday painting, 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And the way I choose is generally where the more open side of the model is. And by open, I mean where you're going to get more visual towards like the face and such.
Cyber's like, I don't understand the 10 and 2.
So 10 and 2. 10 o'clock like a watch. 10 o'clock is over here.
Yeah.
2 o'clock is over here. 12 o'clock is straight up and down. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
So spray from those areas.
Spray from up here.
Yeah.
This would be spraying down at the model from 2 o'clock. Like this guy, pop back in.
Yep.
This guy's tough because he's got his fist and the gun in front of his face.
Look at those eyeballs.
Yeah, his eyes are like these visor,
Yeah.
right? So it's like a night vision goggles of some sort.
That's cool.
So I might, on him, because the gun is in the way this way, but the gun's a cool feature, and the die is in front, I would probably spray from 10 o'clock, his right shoulder. Think of it like their shoulder, either right shoulder or left shoulder.
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't work because the torso is turned. But, I would spray the light down this way.
Uh-huh.
So that it would light up this side of the model because there's more detail here. The gun, the die, the dagger in the die, the armor and all that. If you spray from this angle's a little more boring. So you can stand to leave this angle darker, right? So that's typically the way I look at it. Then like looking at this model's open from the whole front view. So you could pick either direction. You could come off the left shoulder or the right shoulder and get a good lighting across the model because it has good detail across the whole front. The arms are open. The whole chest is visible. This whole area here could be important. So you can kind of choose, right? And then like on this guy, a little bit different because he closes up the chest with the gun is up higher and pulling across. So this guy might highlight from here, more off his left shoulder, our right, so that the light's kind of aimed at his face. That's a good way to look at it sometimes, is where the face is looking, have the light go towards that coming. The light's coming from the direction the model is looking sometimes. But you can create drama the other way too. It really is just up to you on how you do it. I have models with all sorts of different stuff, like with Bilbo, the light's coming from where he's looking, right, over the top of his left shoulder. So all of my shadows retreat away over to his right, even though we haven't done a very bright contrast that way. That's just the way I've set the light on him.
Yeah.
And then you just get to choose. But typically 10 and 2. Left shoulder, right shoulder. And then you just pick the one you think would look best for the model that you're painting.
Is it certain that Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire or whatever it is will never be finished? I'm not sure. Can't speak to that
100%. Unless he hires a ghostwriter to do it, it'll never be done.
Yeah.
He'd already done it if he meant to.
Yeah.
He's off making a bunch of money, which good on him.
Yeah, but he's not going to finish it, I don't think.
Nah. He has no reason to. I think he's a sadist. I think that he likes better having people be pissed off at him.
Yeah.
That he hasn't finished it.
To Homs their Lee, Jason.
That's what you keep saying. I don't know what that means.
I guess so. Neither do I.
I have no idea what that means.
Twos.
Yeah, I don't think it ever gets done.
I'll finish it.
If it does, I'll read them. I'm not a naysayer. I mean, I am. I don't think he'll ever do it. I think he's proven it. But, he made his bajillions. He doesn't have to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
He only does, true. Right now, I think the only thing he really does is collabs with people that throw lots of money at him. Good
Throwing.
On him.
Yeah.
That's good on him. He's created a big business for himself with that whole thing, and he's reaping the benefits of it. And if you didn't have to finish it and could be lazy with your money, I would hope you'd go ahead and finish it because you have fans that rely on it.
Or you would enjoy the fact of finishing your story. I don't get it. Score Thirst, that's another thing you got me saying, Chris. Good. You've been here long enough to know that the Chrisisms will start to invade your everyday speech.
To whom's their twos?
To Homs their Lee. That one I don't get.
But yeah, sorry, I don't have a lot of. I think that on the Dungeon Crawler Carl thing, it is a worldwide phenomenon. I think it is worth checking out. I think I would always tell everybody to go give it a shot because it has some really cool stuff, and the bajillions of people that love it can't be wrong. It has something that appeals to people. It did for me. I would tell Jen about it. I would be like, this book's actually kind of good.
Phenomenon.
But then, and then by like book 3 or 4 or something, I was so tired of the shtick and the repetitive nonsense and a cat.
I have no context whatsoever, and I just think that's funny. The cat.
The cat. He
Look how
got like
clean
a
that
potion
palette
that
is.
made his pet sentient at the beginning of the thing, and the cat is just an absolute kick in the dick the whole book. Horrible character.
Isn't it like the Cheshire cat or whatever from Alice in Wonderland?
No, that would have been great if it was like a intelligent, hyper intelligent, sarcastic bastage.
Oh,
That I would have been able to get with. No, it's a nuisance cat that they run on the ploy that the poor cat was just turned sentient and now doesn't know how to act in a world where they have intelligence. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't
Mo
give you an
says
excuse.
Princess Donut cannot go wrong, Jason.
It's horrible.
Mo, he'll ban you.
Donut, I will. Donut, worst character ever.
You're just a dog guy.
I am a dog guy, but that doesn't preclude me from liking the cats. I like cats. Don't get it twisted. I do like cats, but I don't like that cat.
We appreciate that sub. 4 months.
Everybody's argument for why Donut is such a great character is because, but think about how she's been victimized and moved into a world she has no understanding of. She went from licking her paws and drinking milk out of a dish to having control over magical ability at a level nobody should have. And I'm like,
I have no context whatsoever, and I'm so intrigued.
Go read it.
I don't think I will.
I'm probably not selling a whole bunch of books here for him.
I'm not.
He doesn't need my help anyway. Everybody loves that book. And like I said, I really did like it. Like I speak no ill of the book. It just isn't to my liking.
Wad coming in hot with a question. When painting a forest for a game, do you pick one direction for the light and paint everything that way, even if all the models aren't best at one angle? Great question.
No, a lot of times, and that is a great question. I will a lot of times go back and swap the lighting direction for where the model looks best. Okay, so like I said, this one is probably best from the right shoulder, but this one may be best from the left shoulder. And if they're on the same team, I don't have a problem doing that. Because remember, with an army, when you have a skirmish team, they're all individuals, and you're all over the board, so everybody can be facing the light a different way. I think it actually, when painting armies, becomes really almost redundant and boring if you choose the same lighting direction for every model. It might look cool with a big group shot that makes it look like the sun's shining down off of everybody's left shoulder at parade rest and all that. That would be the only shot that looks cool. As soon as you start putting them on the table and models are turned whichever way they fit around the terrain, it stops making a difference anyway. So just paint them how the model itself will look best, so that every time you go pick up a model off the table, that model looks rad. That model. Not compared to the other ones, that model. That's my mentality. Some people might argue that, you should do them uniform, and that's fine too. Again, as many ways to paint as there are painters. I tend to think that the model in my hand, I just want it to look cool.
There you go. Wad. Hey.
Well, that's a great question. Great follow-up
question.
to that earlier conversation.
Wad says, see, I can be smart. I choose not to be. Hey, Wad, don't talk about my friend that way.
You're like the class clown. You're just roping open in the back.
You're the Monument Hobbies greeter. Everybody coming in the door. What should my workup be using one step for a blue hydra, says Spin. Blue hydra.
What do you want?
Hey, try anything. That's what.
For like your underpainting, are you asking? Like what you should start with for the colors underneath the blue?
Like the Zenithal, maybe?
Like black and white on the Zenithal will give you a very punchy blue.
Yeah.
And the blue is very heavy duty. So
yes, for underpainting.
Yeah, the underpainting, black and white, that blue is really, really heavy on the pigmentation, so it will survive over black and white and still look very good. Remember, if you use things like pale yellow or any of the warmer colors, then the blue over it might turn into a seafoam because that yellow will give you some green visual on it. So if you want that kind of, on a dragon or a hydra, if you want that little bit of almost iridescence to it, then the yellows could be cool. And by yellows, I mean like pale yellow, nothing like super yellow, because harsh yellows like bismuth or warm yellow or something like that will give you a real green. But if you want just a slight variation of green, then depending on how heavy you apply the blue in certain areas, it would go from blue to kind of seafoam to more blue. So you can get kind of an iridescence built up that way that might be cool on a scaled model. Like scale with scales. Right?
Okay.
So that's one way to think about it. That'd be neat.
Should I select the same sun direction for every pose on a display board?
If you're doing a display board like a diorama, then yeah, you want to pick the same lighting direction.
Because then it will be the same.
That ties it in. You're telling a story of a moment in time for a bunch of models, then yeah, tie them all at the same lighting direction. Yeah, because the person that asked was talking about doing a diorama. I think.
No, different person. Then
Okay.
Emerson asked that follow-up.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, when doing a diorama, you want to make cohesive lighting angle for everybody that's there. Faux show.
Speaking of faux show,
Here we go.
welcome in, everybody. If you are unaware of your present scene, hopefully you are sitting at your own table, watching and painting with us, or neglecting work in some kind of way. Hopefully that's not the case.
Hey, who are we to judge?
Exactly. That's kind of where I was
Don't you?
getting.
A wise man once told me,
Yes.
to harms their we.
Yes. Preach it. Yes. Good. I just hope you're all painting. If you're not, shame on you.
Shame.
No, I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. We just want you to have fun.
We don't know you're kidding because you go from this
Shame on
weird,
you.
like, I'm kidding to no, I'm not kidding, I'm being serious.
Am I ever not serious, Jason?
Oh, lots of times.
Oh, I'm not painting. I moved everything to dinner table so my mom and I can paint for my birthday tomorrow. Heck yeah. Sandwich, bro, that sounds so fun. Happy birthday Eve, says Double T. That's great. Put paint on the model. That's all it takes.
Put paint on the model.
Put paint on model. That's it. That's all you need to do. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend.
You also need to go to work to be able to pay
That's true.
for the paint that you put on the model. I'm not
Yeah.
going to shirk that whole responsibility thing, but
do not quit on our behalf. We want you to be able to enjoy your life and buy your paints whenever you please. We're just here for you when you're ready.
oh, yes, we are.
Right. Hey, check out this link right here. That's the store link. Schlanky.
Schlinky.
Thanks. By 8 p.m. tomorrow will be half Jason's age from 2 years ago. Nice. I'll be 27.
Wait a minute. What
Sandwich,
does that
bro.
even mean?
Happy birthday in advance.
What does that even mean? I'm old.
No, you're not old, Jason.
That's what that means.
No.
Jen and I are having to come to grips with the fact that we are not spring chickens anymore.
You're what? No.
We get AARP magazines.
No, you're fine.
We get $1 off at Denny's.
Yeah, you do. Shailene says, I upgraded my painting desk area to 72 inches by 30 table. I'm excited about that. Nice.
Awesome.
I have a massive hobby table now, technically.
That's just compensating for something there, buddy.
Well,
You keep that to yourself.
I had a funny joke that I'm not going to repeat here. I don't think you were you were chickens, says Sandwich Bro. I thought you were painters. Yeah. Tomato.
Chickens.
Potato. I've been getting AARP since I was 18, says D Bowler.
What?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Do you share a name with somebody really old?
Did you do that legally? Is my first question. Or are you skirting something? Haley says, I just quiet quit between 2 and 4 MST every day. I do enough in the remaining. Hey, you know what? To whom's there to? I say to that, Haley. Just don't let them know that we sent you. We don't want to get you in trouble, you know.
Wait, what?
Jason,
Huh?
says Gnarly, can I see the color wheel you got? I want to make sure I have the right one in my cart. It is...
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget the name of it's the Color Wheel Company.
I think it's the Color Wheel Company. Yeah.
And then it's
the other one is
different
some woman's name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's the Color Wheel Company now. Tell them we sent you. I'm gonna start getting some.
Which one? The one that I show with.
Yeah, the big one.
Well, they're both big.
Oh, you have two.
There's the creative color wheel.
Right.
It has the tint, tone, and shade one that's bright. It shows you tinting to white and toning and shading to black and gray. That one's by the creativecolorwheel.com. And then this one is from jillritter.com. This one. These are the two I like the
Oh,
most.
the big one. Yeah, thanks, says Gnarly. Yeah, there you go.
It says style 3389.
Wad says, who's compensating now?
Him.
No, me?
Yeah.
No.
I'm just old and I need a big color wheel so that I can see the damn triangles on it. You whippersnappers.
Some of us have big color wheels, some of us don't.
I don't know why anybody watches our show. I don't know why anybody tunes in for this. It's been a question I've been asking for nearly 10 years.
That's the wheel of many colors. Oh, Chris's mom watches the stream. That's true, Ghost Hunter.
I have no idea. I know why she watches it, because she wants to rat me out all the time.
That's so funny. We watch out of solidarity for you, Jason, says Bystar.
Thank you.
Is that a turtle?
It's kind of a bug. Like, they have like this carapace thing, right? They're like insectoid because they have 4 arms and 2 legs, right? So they have 6 limbs, and they have this kind of carapace armored shell, but it is made out of some sort of alloy or metal or something. So I'm hoping that the creators will come in here. We let them know we were streaming because I really wanted to give them some props for coming up with some cool ideas. So maybe they'll tune in and talk up in chat and let us know any of the crazy details about this game.
Repray says, "You're an artist, Jason. Artists suffer."
Oh, I suffer, all right.
Do they?
I think they suffer in their own mind.
I know Ryan was out here yesterday painting up Spider-Man webs and suffering through the whole way. Ryan,
he did kind of suffer through the Spider-Man webs.
I do it because I think it's going to be good when it's done.
Yeah, he did. I'm going to like it when I'm finished.
There you go. A true artist. No free pub unless you do
He killed it, man. His Spider-Man was really good.
Yeah.
His the uniform on the Omega Prime or whatever it was too, or the what are those guys called? The
Marvel Man.
No. It's the Sentinel.
Sentinel Prime.
Is also really cool.
Big Mike says, "Working with Chris is not suffering. Be nice." Oh, Mike.
How do you wait?
Mike,
how do you even know?
I see what you're doing.
This is not
Mike.
the way to ingratiate yourself, Mike.
All right, I see what you're doing.
This is not. You need to remember, Mike. One of us writes the paychecks, and the other one is a C- producer.
You decide, America. You can send your vote now. Mike, hey, good to hear from you. I like the way you roll.
Yeah, I see what's happening here. I get it. I see. And Mike, I asked you if you wanted to hang out on Friday game night. Well,
there you go. Tom's their lead.
Tom's their lead.
Wait, what? Snow Blinky, you were saying, what's my acronym I use?
HBDC.
No, there's so many. To whom something. Oh, I think it's not an acronym, but a Chris version of the phrase "to each their own."
To whom's their we.
But it's Chris, so the hell knows. Says he. To whom's their twos.
To whom's their we.
Hey, you know what? My goal is for me to get you all saying this out in the wildy, so that.
What is the wildy?
The wilderness. It's just a small.
Nobody's
version.
in the wilderness.
The wildy.
We're literally in Phoenix, Arizona. There is no wildy.
That's an old school RuneScape reference. The wildy, out amongst the PvPers.
God.
I feel like it's an inside joke that only Chris understands. I do not have any
100%,
inside jokes.
100%.
Let me be clear about this.
100%.
None of my jokes are inside. They're outside.
We're literally inside right this minute.
That's what I'm saying. So you are all in the know because there's no inside jokes. I just like throwing words around. You know?
Well, we know. We're the ones listening to it every day.
Big Mike says, Chris said he was taking us all out to the most expensive restaurant in Phoenix next week. Sure.
His house?
Come on down. I got a company card. a little thanks to me or a little thanks to you.
He does have a company card. This is
sure. I heard it from Mike. Let's go.
This has become very scary now.
The Roots Chris.
Chris, you're fired.
Little Billy says, speaking of inside jokes, I am so glad Chris is here and thriving.
How do I know that's not what he's saying? I feel like that's definitely not
Chris,
what he's saying.
Yourself is an inside joke. To your point, that is correct. You know what, Jason?
I know a lot of what's. A couple of who's, a thing or two. And a mo!
We're back on track. Jason, what are you painting today for the people?
It's a Save 'em from Zinvaded.
And now, Sinvaded is a game that Jason picked up.
It comes in a Chinese takeout box.
I was just about to say, you can play this game apparently with terrain from household items.
It comes
on your
in
desk.
a Chinese takeout
Look,
box.
there's a keyboard on there, and then like near there you go.
It's
kind of like
fabulous.
A toy soldier thing.
It's the raddest thing ever. I'm so stoked on this game.
I think it's I think the concept is really cool. Yeah. I like those army. I've seen another game like with army men that does that, right? So I like the concept.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Meeple says, wait, Jason and I are older than Chris, so only we know the inside jokes. Meeple, I am Jason's age, at least. That's yellow-green for all you.
Yellow-green! Mono's Blood Bowl. Yeah, well, we don't hold it against him.
Jason loves Blood Bowl.
Do not love Blood Bowl. It and
send gifts our way to Jason.
It and Dungeon Crawler Carl.
What?
Rate about the same
Jason,
for me.
What if the doctor said you needed to play one game of Blood Bowl with me for me to live? Would you play?
You'd die.
I'd be dead.
It's over
immediately.
It's over.
He would be holding the gun.
It's over. Over for you.
Oh, bad. But yes, Double T, you are correct. Blood Bowl models are what gets me into it. Jason, this is. Could you center up a little bit?
No. I bought you a freaking pan tilt head.
It's on the way.
It's literally here. Why isn't it installed? Literally here.
You've never played Blood Bowl, Mo? But I like the models. That surprises me that Mo has not played Blood Bowl. Chris, you look terrible at 98. Thank you, Emerson. Double T says, in quotes, it's in the mail. It is in the mail. Install it. Yeah, Blood Bowl is a fun game if you don't like playing normal games.
If you like getting your teeth kicked in by random number generators, it's fantastic.
Mike, yeah, Chris was 93 last week. Yes, I have a massive Benjamin Button disease. It's really taking over my body.
It's a big sigh, Chris.
It's a big sigh, and I know a lot of who's and what's or whatever you say. I know a lot of what's and a lot of sighs. It's not installed because that's right. That's why the PT conglomerate is not here, because I'm a C- producer. That's why it's not installed. It's physically not in the building. Avian says, you okay, Chris? I'm just so glad you asked. Where do I begin?
Nobody ever asked.
My doctor told me that yesterday. He said the same thing.
What?
You okay, Chris? Evening, fellas. I was finally able to pick up one step set for a new LGS. Can't wait to use them. Nice. You're going to love them. Especially if you are in the know of the normal speed paint kind of paints. You are going to love one step. Panic Bomb, why don't you restate your question there, Buckaroo?
Pulled out the Buckaroo.
Here we go. I went back up.
World.
How do you paint sheer fabric? I don't know, with a paintbrush. There you go. Next question.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But he's a little snarky.
That's true. How would you paint sheer fabric?
A lot of ways. You can start by either painting the skin and then glazing a darker fabric color that is the sheer cloth over it, or brighter color, right? You could do a bright sheer cloth. You can do that if you're very confident in your glazing abilities. Or if you're not as confident in your glazing abilities, you can obviously mix the color of the skin that you're trying to paint and the color of the cloth and come up with kind of a muddy skin tone out of it, and use that to then paint the figure. And then you would use brighter skin tone over the top of that for the areas where either the sheer cloth is closest to the surface and you're seeing the most skin-like quality of color through, or if it has a tear, like a run in the hose or something like that. Those are the best two ways. I typically will paint the model skin first and then come back and paint the sheer color over it is the way that I prefer to do it. But I've done both ways, and they're kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, if you like.
Monument Company Painting Challenge voted on by chat when, says Double T. Double T.
Oh, like we paint the models and you guys vote? Oh, that's a great idea.
It's a horrible idea.
They will definitely vote with their real thoughts and not with any type of favoritism, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true.
There won't be any favoritism. It'll all be objective. There
What's
will
that
be
one with
zero
all
subjectivity
flesh?
in that whole thing.
Yeah, there's another name for that. Let's ream Chris's model for an hour.
Can we imagine for 1 second if I use the same kind of bias that chat would use
What do you mean?
in doing the monthly challenges? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I could imagine it. I think it would be fun. Oh, okay. Jade says, on our way to a local humane society, we caught the stray cat that's been chilling around our home for a while. She was up in our neighbor's garage rafters. Oh, Jade. Could be a new family member. I need to get a cat. I have so many bugs.
You'll get one that doesn't care about the
I
bugs.
know,
Trust me, if you try to buy a cat to
problem,
chase
dude.
mice or bugs,
Oh, no.
the one thing you're guaranteed is that the one you get is the misfit that's like scared of spiders or
Dude,
something.
that is so true, probably. Luke's missing hand says, and you've got a Luke as your profile. That's hilarious. That's great. That's a great name. When doing zenithal priming, what do you do about things like cloaks or on models that are flowing like state? Do you hit it with a quick dash of white or leave it the dark color?
I mean, when you're doing a zenithal, you want to hit all points of the model no matter what, and some will face, like when you're doing like this. This is a off her right shoulder kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Where I've got red oxide as my shadow and warm flesh and a dry brush of white as my highlight. And so when I'm doing the hair and the flow of cloth and everything, I'm still hitting it. You just want to make sure that you're keeping your angle exact. So I typically, if I'm airbrushing, I'm looking at the direction the light's hitting. And I'm just spraying this. I'm not getting out of this line. So it catches the top of all of these links of hair, but not the bottom. Same with the flowy state of cloaks, right? You can see like this fabric here has got really good highlight and shadow to it. Same back here. So you want to hit it if light can hit it with the bright color. If light can't hit it, generally I'll do a little bit of a haze to it just because I don't like anything being pure shadow color unless it's like straight up buried inside the model.
Yeah.
So I'll do a little bit of a haze of the warm flesh on these areas too. So it's just dusted in there to still give you detail, but it still gives you a darkness.
Yeah. I like that zenithal combo right there.
That works really well for those guys because they're a bunch of brown and natural colors that we're doing with the one step over the top, and they tend to look really, really good with that.
Cambot says, next challenge should be how many different MH products can we work into the model?
I think people tend to lie when we do those.
Yeah, that one's a tough one.
That's why we never ask you to use a specific paint. We can use colors, but like we don't do branded stuff because who can tell? You can't tell.
Yeah, but yes, we'll post that this evening for you all or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that.
What, the new challenge?
Yeah, Gabe was thinking a limited color palette challenge or an environment like terrain diorama style challenge. Oh. Scenery. Essentially a terrain diorama challenge. Have we ever done one of those? Or recently? I don't remember seeing one of those.
I have to understand
Maybe
what you mean by the words you've lined up together because they.
terrain diorama. We'd have to clarify it. Like trees and stuff, says Mo. Sure. No, we're not doing that. We'll have to. We'll let you guys know. We'll think about it. We also haven't done a limited color palette in a minute. That's always a fun one. D-Bowler says, I'd like a limited challenge, and we haven't long done a few limited palettes, says Stan.
Yeah, we can do that.
We could do one. Okay. Panic Bomb, is Taco a terrain? I'm going to put you on timeout.
He's really pushing it.
You're close. I'm so close. WAD is a diorama vehicle. WAD. No!
Of course it is. A vehicle for deliciousness.
A vehicle for your model to go in the trash.
What?
It's another. No more. You're all banned. Clean slate.
Wow. Chris went scorched earth.
Was only a few months ago we did 2 colors, so please allow more than 2. Oh, yes. Okay. Maybe we'll do a limited color palette challenge. How about that, Jason? What colors would you use?
You want to do a grab bag challenge?
What's that?
We RNG numbers, and then we just take the skews that match.
Dude.
Give us skews from 1 to the end of the line.
I like
It's tough
that.
because a lot of them don't go in order because they have different ones like the transparents. But
yeah. Should we do that? Limited color grab bag?
yeah, I like grab bag challenges. Those work well.
Yeah. How does it work? You just pick a number between, or do we got to get a randomizer here?
Yeah, we got to get a randomizer.
How about this? Here's what we'll tell you: is that's what we're doing, and we'll get the colors for you soon.
Yep, we will randomize the picks, and we will get you the colors that it will be.
But yeah, Gabe's gonna put that in the Discord, so keep an eye out for that challenge. Double T says, we don't trust Chris with an RNG calculator anymore. What do you mean?
They've seen you try to pick winners.
Okay. You want to know how I can tell you that's not factually true? Because I make us all sit here going through 15 names every time.
He's a sadist.
So that is not true.
He's a
whatsoever. Yeah, because Mo, you're correct. We cannot, because I literally throw it up to the RNG gods and they pick. Oh, yes, check this out. If you need... Oh, my gosh. What a great segue.
Oh, jeez.
If you are not a part of our Discord, that link right there will take you. Swing. Zambies, what's going on?
Zamboozle.
Zambies was messing around with our set 2 the other day. Also, Chuck is very excited for his bronze for his BattleTech unit and his silver for single figure in Gen Con painting competition.
Awesome. Congrats.
Nice. I got a bronze and a silver for my entries too. Jade and Chuck, you guys
Killing it.
crushed it.
Killing it. Congrats, boys and girls.
I can't wait to see those. Did you put them in the Discord, Jade? Jade, throw it in the Discord if you haven't. I'm sure you did. I haven't looked yet. Philip said Chuck Star looked dope. He inspired me to paint BattleTech today. Nice.
Oh, look at you.
Well.
Chuck inspiring the paint company. I guess Phillips, technically, he was working there in that capacity, so that counts.
Zambi says, pro tip, if you all haven't wet blended with one-step paints yet, do it.
It's super good. They're super good. They are so fun to act like watercolors on your model.
Yeah.
And just have a really good time. And they blend so well that you can get away with some really cool color combos. Very
Okay.
neat stuff, Zams. Glad you liked them. We were painting up, I don't remember what's this guy, Gunner? Assault Trooper? I don't remember what they call this guy. There's this guy, the heavy, and then the sniper are the tropes. And this is from the game Zenvaded. And it is hilarity. So we were painting some models because we like to support fun, small companies in our industry. We don't see enough of this where they're not kickstarting crap and they're selling cool product.
Yes, Zinvaded. Go check them out. It's a fun little box. Comes in a Chinese
Takeout.
Yeah, takeout container. It's really cool vibe. Go check them out. And yes, that's what we're painting. Super duper. What's going on, my man? Jason's painted some BattleTech before, like 1 or 2 models.
Like 47 in a
Plus
week.
the biggest one they have, that that other model. He painted a lot of BattleTech.
Yeah,
How many? How long did you paint BattleTech?
How long?
Yeah, how long was that stint? That was BC.
Maybe like a month?
Yeah, that was before Chris.
I think we spent a whole month doing my entire regiment, right?
Yes, you
'Cause
did
or my whole battalion.
Yes.
Because I did 4 regiments and a command lance.
So much, dude.
So we have all 4 regiments of the Wayward Sons mercenary unit, and that I made up. And yeah, we spent the better part of a month doing it, I believe. Feels right.
Avian's like, thanks, Jason. Now the song is stuck in my head. If that's the song that's stuck in your head and Oh Totem Bomb is not, I have not done my job correctly.
What's the song?
You were the Sons. I'm drawing a brain fart. Wayward Sons.
Carry on my
what's the
wayward
name of that
son.
Oh,
There'll be peace when you are done.
Carry on my wayward son. Yeah.
Don't you cry no more. That was the whole point, because it's Carry On, AHN, and her Wayward Sons is the mercenary group.
Yeah, sung by.
And Carry On drives my only Lost Tech mech, which is basically a trebuchet. So I didn't do the standard, like, bring the most powerful thing in the universe as your crazy mech. I brought one uprising mech, and it's a trebuchet, for crying out loud.
Matt B says 1-to-1 transparent green and transparent black is a fantastic filter for 40k green dark angels.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I use over my 30k dark angels, believe it or not, because I wanted my 30k dark angels to have that very dark green look to them instead of just black.
Wad says, Jason,
sir,
did you think you'd be edge highlighting a butt today?
Isn't it great? I was really quiet when I did that butt crack.
Isn't it great? Oh,
but I did it. That was me.
Man. Oh my gosh, I 3D printed a Custodes proxy Terminator this weekend. My Thunder Boys, and he's huge. Huge, I tell ya. Massive chunky boy. But then I kept the head at 100%, but the body and everything else is 120% scale.
Why would you do that?
It's freaking awesome.
Why would you make the head so out of whack?
Oh, Jason, it looks so good. It's perfect. I also put a head in the Telemundo Dread, but, tomato. It looks so good, Jason. You're going to love it.
I'm sure.
It's definitely shake your head at it worthy, for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why would you say that, Chris? Now GW is going to come after you. No, they're not. Sue me. We've painted a lot of that stuff, and I think they're cool.
What, BattleTech?
No, just like GW stuff in general. Telemundo Dread.
One of
it's
the best model
Telemundo.
companies on the planet.
Yeah.
GW. Make great models. Don't like their games much, but they make great models.
Amazing. The how's Earthworm Jim coming? I finished the body, and I also, if you guys look in the whip, I got the Cycro's gun hand done, which looks ridiculous. and I love it.
In like the best way?
Yes.
Awesome.
It looks ridiculous. But I decided that the cartoony part of the piece is going to be their weapons. That's what I decided to do. And obviously Earthworm Jim's head and Psychro's backpack. Matt says, can you show me what you're working on, please? What do you mean, Matt? We are working on Zenvoid? Zenvoided? Zenvaded.
It is a trooper from this game Zenvaded. And it's a game where you literally have like 3 models aside.
Yeah.
And so your loadout is this trooper, this gunner, heavy.
Yeah. Right?
And they're these 6-limbed, crazy, and then a sniper. Right? And the idea behind it is really fun. It's a 1-to-1 scale game, meaning that these models are sized exactly how they would be versus our real world. That's why he's standing on a 6-sided die. Is that this alien race of short insectoid humanoids invaded Earth because they sent a probe to Earth and it crashed and sent back faulty information because it crashed in a gaming store on a gaming table, and it thought all of the models, it thought all of the inhabitants of Earth were the gaming models that it ran into. And so then they sent back to head office, oh, we can take these fools. And head office, the planet, sent alien invasion force. Then they got here and realized that humans were actually very big and realized their mistake. So they built a secret base inside the basement of a Chinese takeout place and are now trying to, half of the invasion force is trying to figure out how to get enough energy and like communication array built to phone home to be able to tell them that they should send more. Send all the people so that they can invade the planet because the humans are bigger than we thought. And the other half is like, oh, we should integrate with the humans and play nice. So you have this warring faction thing set up that is playable on tables of just your stuff, like books and drinks and things like that, because they're literally like bugs. And one of the funnest things that I read was the keyword in one of the scenarios of people around.
Yeah.
And if you have the people around keyword in your game, then if a unit like this guy ends his turn outside of an inch or further than an inch away from a piece of terrain, you have to roll a d6. And if you roll a 6, they're seen by a human, and the human squishes them like a bug because they're just these little cockroach-looking things. And so the human squishes it, and you have to remove from play. So it has some really funny stuff that meshes it into the world of humans and stuff, which is really fun.
Yeah, it's got a cool concept.
Really neat vibe. Really neat vibe.
Matt, it is Zenvaded. They are flipping cool and awesome lore. The green is looking incredible smooth. Yeah.
The lore is what really drug me into it. It was I was at the Adepticon barbecue, and we were, like I said earlier, we were playing a game, and one of the guys in the game, we were talking about, the kind of games we like to play, and I said, right now I'm really into anything that doesn't have a lot of models. And he was like, oh, you should try this game, Zenvaded. And I asked him what it was about, and he just gave me the same lowdown I gave you. And I was like, oh, that's rad. Well, then on Sunday at the Adepticon barbecue, they do a raffle where they have tables full of cool stuff that has been donated to Adepticon over the years, and everybody drags a number. And on one of those tables were these games. Was a Zenvaded 2-player starter set. And it's like, oh, we just talked about that. And he goes, yeah, you should grab that. He goes, that's a great one. It's a full 2-player starter set. It has all the models, dice. It comes with everything you need. It comes with a tape measure, pencils. It's sort of like BattleTech Light, because each character has a character sheet with like little dots you mark off as they take damage for their armor and their body, which is really fun. So it has some really neat features to it as far as how it plays too, which is fun.
Super Duper says this is Zenvaded. I got a few takeout boxes from them. They're veteran owned and very good people. They told me at Gen Con burn them out, and Adepticon welcomed them with open arms. Nice.
Awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, they're cool
we emailed them, and I emailed them through their website and said, hey, we're going to paint some of your guys on stream this week. So be prepped, because we typically lead a harem of crazy nerds to people, and I wanted to let them know, and not asking for anything, just saying, hey, you might be prepared for weird questions from people you've never heard from before, because we're going to show your stuff off on stream. And they got back to me and were excited about it and wanted to know the stream. So hopefully they'll pop in sometime this week, and maybe they can tell us a little bit more about the game in
Yeah.
chat. But it seems like it's a lot of fun. And
Matt,
I don't
if
care.
you
I
have a
just like
question,
the
yeah.
figures and supporting cool independent game makers that do fun stuff that's outside the norm. And I love the idea of a game that you don't have to worry about terrain, because the terrain is just whatever you already have laying around. And it
always
fits
cool.
the narrative, right? It fits the fact that these little dudes, running around on a table with your kitchen condiments on it makes sense. It's like that Toy Soldiers movie.
Yeah, it's very Toy Soldier vibe. Matt says, do you guys swap for the alternative lids? I really struggle with the normal ones, and am I doing something wrong?
They just take a little get used to, but no, the normal
Yeah.
lid is much better than the alternate ones. We don't swap. We make them for sale for people for convenience sake if they want to change them. But I will tell you that the bulk of people who change go back to the standard caps and wish they hadn't swapped. The standard caps are the only cap you'll find for a enclosed liquid like this that actually seal, keep the paint fresh, and allow you to dispense paint in a very controlled manner. The droppers tend to dry out. You always see people on the internet that talk about squeezing their bottle too hard and blowing the cap off and getting paint all over the place. That just doesn't happen with ours. Ours get a little bit more messy because you get a little bit of paint out on the tip, but just wipe that paint off on your palette and you're done.
The rest is history.
Super easy.
Did you guys see Battle for New Florida at Adepticon? Love their models and know one of the creators. He's awesome. Little Billy, no, I'm not sure. I haven't heard of it.
No. Is it like a modern
Hi,
kind
Tyron,
of
what's going on?
near future type game?
Matt, glad you're liking the paints. How can I get the equivalent of the regular bottle tops for the primers? Says D. Bowler.
I don't make one in that thread and pitch, unfortunately. So I don't have a good answer for you on that. We thought about that originally, and it was like, that just doesn't really exist, and the tooling for it, since we were already tooling the bottles for the 25 mil.
Yeah.
And at the time, we didn't start with primers. So when we developed the bottle, we didn't think about larger bottles. We didn't have anything in a larger bottle at the beginning. And then it took a while, and then when we released our primers, it was like, oh yeah, these big bottles we don't have the ability to do that cap without remolding and creating it. And we decided not to, because those bottles are pretty much off the shelf, those 120 ml bottles. That's something everybody uses. And so we just chose to not do it. It doesn't mean that in the future we wouldn't come out with our own bottle for the primers and stuff, but right now I think that's highly unlikely just because they work so well.
Danger Boy says, is it a problem to store primers and mediums on their side, or should they be upright?
I mean, I'm a fan of always keeping paint upright, but it's going to settle no matter what. So is it a problem? No, you're going to have to shake it no matter what you do. The pigment will just settle along the side. And when you shake it, you should probably shake it like horizontally. You know, so if you're shaking a bottle and the stuff is at the bottom, you want to shake it up and down. If it's on the side, you probably want to hold it horizontal and shake it.
Ryan A. Paint Droth, thank you for those subs.
Because you want to give the agitator
14
all the
months.
chance it can get to bang into all of the settled goop.
Did we bring Mondays back yet? Of course we did!
He forgot that that's even what we do.
No, that's the title of the stream, Jason. Mondays are back, and Monument Hobbies is responsible. Every single Monday, we're bringing the hype, we're bringing the energy, whatever you need. No giveaways on Mondays, Sleepy Wolf. We've decided to not do that.
We didn't ever decide that, but
Maybe we do. What do you guys think about vortex mixers to loosen up settled pigment?
get an agitator, not a vortex mixer. A lot of people just use this generic term called vortex mixer. You don't want a vortex mixer. You want an agitator. You don't want something that spins the thing or the bottle around. You want something that shakes it randomly.
Travel Cedric, it's a holiday here in Canada, so we refuse to accept that it is Monday. Well, it's still technically Monday, even though it's a holiday. So,
Yeah, your holiday just falls on Monday.
Yeah.
That's how that
What
works.
holiday is it, Travel Cedric?
Some other made-up Canada thing.
An agitator? You mean Chris? Oh, Mike. We just put little bits of me in there. Oh, no. It's human stuff. Cyber Spy says, hey, I meant to ask. Okay. I bought Warm Brown and was going to use it as a base for orange energy for my Necrons. Although everyone says use white. I really don't want a bright orange. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, I like working up from like orange oxide or burnt orange or something like that, typically when I'm doing orange. And then to like yellows and stuff for energy, I think would be good.
Heritage
Obviously
Day.
white gives you a very bright color, but it's up to you as to whether or not that works for your color scheme.
Yeah.
It can look cool,
Okay.
but also going from like, warm brown through like a darker orange to a brighter orange works fantastic.
Matt, the equivalent questions are a little bit tougher because we don't really know the colors of every other paint out there. So let me see if I can find it. Castellan green, Jason, you know that one off the top of your head?
No, I don't pay attention to.
There it is.
To other people's colors when we make our own. Castellan green, pretty much like black green with a hint of the yellow green in it, maybe.
Yeah.
It on the screen I'm looking at, it has a hint of that, but this screen sucks. So
yeah, well,
I think it's black green with a little bit of yellow, just a hint of yellow green into black green.
But even so, like, there's so many different colors of these pictures.
Yeah, whenever you look up the GW color or any color,
yeah.
they come with like 15 different ones that don't all look the same. So
Shailene says, I don't typically work on Mondays, but we start school next week, so I've been organizing art materials all day. Nice. School's back in session. JWB Hunter, first time chat, welcome in. I am brand new to miniature painting and Warhammer.
welcome.
What tips or tricks would you give a brand new painter, Jason?
Are you familiar? One of the questions that I always ask is, are you familiar with painting in general? Do you come from painting other things like canvases or anything like that? Or is painting in particular more new to you? Because I never like to stay like too basic if you have other painting skills that you've used other than like, painting the room in your house or something. That doesn't really translate very well.
Yeah, JWB, where you at?
I'm just with semi-opaque paint right now, just doing my standard layer where I'm doing a thin layer and then a more opaque layer and then a thin layer and a more opaque layer and just kind of going back and forth to let this yellow green build up over the camo green to give us kind of a beaten, military kind of coloring.
I come from novice crankbait painter.
Crankbait painter,
I'm
okay.
coming from novice crankbait painter.
Yeah,
Okay,
so painting
cool.
lures.
Yeah.
So then you're familiar about getting color on a surface, because the biggest thing that new painters should practice is staying inside the lines. I know that sounds very duh, but treating this like a three-dimensional coloring book is the first thing that, if you get good at, sets you up for success with everything else. Making sure that you can get in and be precise when you need to not get paint outside the lines, but be, sloppy when you can to get coverage, right? And you'll see me do that a lot. You'll see me go quicker with base coats and then slow down as I get to details. So it's working that patience along where it needs to be, because you can't treat every layer as super fine, takes forever to put on, or you'll just kill yourself with time. It'll take too much and be overburdensome. But, being able to stay inside the lines, get color where it's supposed to go, so that like the armor's green, but everything else stays, red. And as I go in and I paint the little, bendy part of the legs, I don't get it on the green. And finding just that patience and that hand-eye coordination and steadiness is a huge part of painting miniatures. Because obviously we're working at a smaller scale. You have less forgiveness of going, whoops, don't sneeze while you're painting kind of stuff. And then that gives you a good firm basis. So don't feel bad if that's all you practice at first. Just getting one color, one base coat down on all your surfaces should be your first goal. Maybe brown on the pants, black on the boots, white on the shirt, whatever it is that you're painting. getting just a good base coat of blue on your Space Marines if you're painting Ultramarines or something, and then start working up the other stuff, which is then working at, like dry brushing highlights, putting a wash on for shading, things of that nature. There's a lot of progression points. And if you've ever played a video game with a skill tree, our skill tree goes all over the place. You can go left, right, up, down, and diagonal. You don't have, there's not a path you launch out on and just have a bunch of choices off the path. It kind of goes, brap, and you can choose to go in whatever angle you want to. Some people take to painting very quickly and getting the paint on the model. It feels very natural. They're good at just keeping opacity right. And so then they launch off into, how can I highlight better? How can I get shadows right? How can I build more contrast? And so they get into that conversation. Some people, it takes a little bit more to get the feel for how the paint consistency is, because you're going to learn how to paint thin and thick. I hate using the word thick, but more opaque, less opaque, diluting your paint and playing around with it. I'm diluting my paint fairly heavily as we put this green on here so that it starts to blend with the darker green that we put on the first time. So there's a lot of angles to approach, but the big one is just get good at putting the right amount of paint in the right place. And I say that that's 100% of painting, always. You'll never be sad that that's where you focus your brain, because even the more advanced painters are really just putting the paint where it's supposed to go. They're just putting it in more advanced placement than you do when you just start out. So that's my answer.
So to sum it up, put paint in the right place.
Yeah, and don't feel bad that seems very simplified, because I got to remind myself, that's the big part of the job all the time. Right? When you're doing stuff, make sure that you can do exactly that. Like painting these edges here, I got to slow down because I was just painting quickly. Now I got to slow down a little bit so that I can get the highlight on these cracks on the armor. Otherwise, I run the risk of getting the paint inside the crack, which gets rid of my contrast. So outlining the crack takes me, I just got to have that patience. I got to slow down for a bit.
You got to outline the crack, Jason.
Well, I've been doing that a lot today, it seems. I'm not afraid of the crack.
That sounds like something that should be coming from Wad. But Matt says, what type of shadow color do you use for Caucasian skin? Oh, man, there's a myriad of different ones.
Again, I like dark purple as a starting base. It's going to give you a really good shadow tone that makes it feel just warm enough to, get the idea of blood under the skin. So dark purple is great. And then, I've done some underpainting videos where using red, like red oxide, the kind of color I have here as the base coat on this guy. That works really well for places up around the temples and such. So my underpainting videos show how you can do lots of coloring undertones, and like shadow color is different on the forehead and the temple than it is underneath the chin. So I do yellow, red, purple. You don't have to go that complicated. I think purple as an undertone is probably the best one to start.
Matt, check this out. This is the video he's talking about. Hit that, copy that link into your browser and go watch that video. That's what he's talking about, is that the glazing flesh with undertones and such.
And we did the surfer girl.
Yep.
So the videos for the surfer girl that I did, it's a larger bust with lots of open skin on it, obviously.
A lot of content around
But there's a lot going on there, from layering with the skin tones after the fact, and pre-shading with different colors and underpainting. So I use all sorts of techniques when I'm doing skin, all of which can be valid in different ways, and you don't have to use them in the same order I do, but they all have very good use.
Ballhorn says, finally picked up a base set and can't believe how much they've helped my painting. It's like magic, and I just found that what I need it to. Okay. Thank you for making an awesome product. Thank you for giving us a try.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a try. That's awesome.
Are all your primers brush on able, and which ones do you feel are the most versatile? Shailene, have a good night.
From being able to brush on, the answer is yes. The ones that are airbrush primers are a little bit harder to learn at first, because when you put the first coat down, it's going to look really sloppy and make you afraid that you're doing it wrong until you've experienced it, because they're meant to go through the airbrush, so they're more diluted from their opacity. So you put the first coat on, it's going to look like you put snot colored snot on the model. You're going to see more of the plastic through it. Let that cure, put the second coat on, you're good to go. The brush-on primers that we make in black and white that are actually brush-on primers, right? They say on the bottle, brush-on primer. These are made to be thicker and more opaque and work great, like in 1 to 2 coats tops. The other ones are going to take about 3 coats to do the coverage that you're looking for. Most versatile?
Yeah. What do you think? That one's a tough one because
I don't know versatility in priming. I mean, if you're going to use them for a primer and as colors, then the colored ones are the most versatile. White is very versatile because white, you can prime the model, you can zenithal with it, you can use it as a white paint.
Yeah.
It works very well. Things like red oxide, I didn't need it as a primer here because I put it over black, but the red oxide is great to give me my base coat, the dark purple, things like that I'm using as my shadow color as well. I typically prime black. So black is my most used primer. And then the other ones like red oxide, taupe, dark purple, camel green, things like that are the ones that I use as colorants so that I can do zenithal or I can do something like this. It gives a warm shadow to the green that I'm putting on. So
yeah. I'm liking this.
Yeah, I went straight to yellow green as opposed to camo green like we did on the last one. On the last guy, we went dark camo green, and faded green. This guy, I'm going into the yellows to make it a little bit more cartoony feeling.
Joey says, building off of putting paint where it needs to go, do you have any tips on managing small areas where 2 parts of the models meet? Like where belts meet the skin on a horse, for example.
Yeah, depending on how it's sculpted, because these can always be very soft. It's like the belt or the leather strap can kind of not be straight and like a right angle to the skin. It can kind of slope outward and not really give you a hard line to follow. Yeah. Then you have to separate it on your own. So that's happening a lot here. Like right here where these little panel lines are. Just notice how I'm staying away from the panel line. So if I pop in super close here, you can see how I'm leaving the red oxide in a dark stripe along these like whatever they are, where the panels come together. Because the panels themselves, they have an okay angle, but it's a little soft around here. So I'm just making sure that I don't paint in there. So I leave that darkness. So my panel lines stay dark, where the little rivets are. I'm just not putting paint in there. So when you're base coating, you can stay away from that, leave your shadow colors. And that way you get your panel lines on there. You don't have to do anything later. They're just going to be built in dark and the rivets and stuff. So I like doing that a lot. And then you do the same thing up against skin with belts and things. Just leave your dark shadow color for the skin right in that small narrow band right above and below the belt. So it gives it a shadow. That's probably the easiest way. You can go back and paint that shadow in if you have a very steady hand and you just want to, put the base coat on and get the whole model covered. If you brighten your shadows, you can go back and darken them up. Usually doing like thin lines and stuff is the bane of my existence. I don't like to have to spend a lot of time on
that. Jeff Brown says, I signed up for a lot of painting classes. Most of my instructors mentioned pro acryl. The ones that didn't went more for color and were not product specific, but they were still a few bottles here and there.
Awesome.
We're always sneaking in there.
Talking about Gen Con?
People love our stuff, yep.
Yep.
That's what I'm assuming, Jeff.
We support a lot of shows. We love all these conventions and the stuff that people do, and so we try our hardest to get product out to make their lives easier.
Yeah,
and it's always great when a lot of the artists are happy to have our product in the training rooms because they walk in and they're like, oh, heck yeah, you got Procurl. And that always makes us feel good. So
super duper. Catch you guys later. I have the day off and I'm going to continue working, building my gaming table. Super duper, take it easy, my man.
You ready to move that table to Arizona? What are you doing? Is that what you're working on?
Yeah. Is that what you're doing, Super Duper?
He's like, last week he's like, oh my gosh, I've got to get a job in Arizona. We're going to keep pushing.
Everybody moved to Arizona.
Well, not everybody.
Everybody. Woohoo!
Maybe not everybody. In this room, everybody.
In this room or this room?
This room, like this internet room.
Yeah.
That we've got, everybody's welcome. But
what would you use to replicate a NATO green for a tank for Flames of War?
I like our dark camo green, and faded green. They work really well. It's kind of like this, but not nearly as as this would give you a much more oxidized look. You know, it's kind of my go-to for green. If you want that darker NATO green, then you can do black green into camo green and or dark camo green, and mix those, because that'll give you the overall darker feel of it. I like the used and more World War II-y look, even on modern tanks. I think it looks better. But if you want that darker one, that's more like a John Deere green almost, although not. I guess it's not that yellow. It's its own thing, right? But it's much darker.
Watt says, you wouldn't want me in Arizona. You think I'm insufferable now at 114-degree heat. Yeah, it's hot today. Hot all the time.
Holy, this heat wave.
It's going to be raining.
Is it?
Yeah, this next week. El Nino
Please
continues. Don't. What's that?
Please don't. I don't need humidity and 115
No,
degrees.
it's going to be raining a lot. My place has got a lot of rain coming. It might make it down here.
I quit.
You can't quit. You have to paint.
I quit.
Cydia says 114 and rain. Yikes. Yeah, you ever been pelted with little hot tub pellets? There you go.
Oh my God, it really is. It really is like boiling water falling from the sky. It's freaking horrible.
No rain forecasted here in Phoenix. Hey, depending on what app you look at, they're out there. It's coming.
I'll wait till Jen
It'll
tells
change.
me. I'll wait for Jen to pipe in.
Nick, my dude, says, though I don't paint mini/tabletop game type things, these streams are super helpful, especially since I know zero about painting and started to dabble with Gundam models. Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, we don't care what you paint, right? This is, and a lot of what I talk about is useful for all sorts of stuff.
No, Hive Tyrant says, no, I'm ready for you guys to move from Arizona to Washington. It's 83 here, which is actually pretty warm. Not to talk about the rain I live in, Western. Don't talk to me about rain. I live in Western. No, yeah. You guys, it's raining there all the time.
Washington State?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I don't like rain.
Not a chance.
Rain is not my favorite
We
thing.
do like the sun here, even though it's trying to kill us half the year.
I love the sun.
The other half of the year, it's your best friend.
I love the heat. I love the sun. There you go. I said it.
The sun goes from love to hate very quickly.
Are you using a size 4 sable here, Jason?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes, Snow Blinky, that's what he's using.
I have to look at my hand. I don't remember. I just picked it up. It's whatever brush I've been using for everything lately. But yeah, it's a Sable 4.
I'm not a huge fan of the rain. I get bad headaches. Unfortunately.
It hits a lot of people around here.
This one's been hitting me. It's almost like it's been constant.
Jen's been having it now that the weather's so hot and then a little bit humid and all that. She gets the wake up headache.
Watt says incorrect. The sun is trying to kill you year round.
Incorrect. Half the year we have the best weather in the United States.
John Boy says, do you all ever do workshop or classes here in Arizona or know people that do?
So I'm going to blow your mind.
We
don't currently, but we're about to. Keep your ear to the ground. We just broke ground.
Broke ground in
this
the building.
Last week. Not really broke ground, but we just started a demo of our building that Chris and I are in right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to be launching the Wargame Experience Center at Monument Hobbies here in the next couple of months. It just really depends on how long the build out takes. And I've got a meeting this week to go over with the contractor. They got everything knocked out. The space is open. It's amazing. This office has always had a lot of walls in weird places and little bitty office cubicles and stuff, and it was kind of like a maze to get through. It's ultimately why we left this building for our other building that we have for manufacturing, because it was hard, even though the buildings are almost the same size. The other building's not much bigger than this one, but it's just a big cube. So it's like all open and you can do whatever you want in it. This one's meandering and has rooms and stuff. We blew out all the rooms, like except for in the studio, which you don't know the layout, but where we are right now is a big studio. I don't remember how much this is. It's
like 20 by 15.
It's like 500 or 600 square foot studio, maybe 800. I don't know. It's big. And then there's another big room to the other side of us here where my office and the conference room table for this building is. And then we have 2 other offices over here, and all of those stayed. But every other office, we blew out the walls. So it's all just big open area for the rest of it. And it is really, really bitching. Like, I'm super excited. I got super excited this weekend as they got all the walls knocked out. It's going to be really cool. So, yes, we have an entire classroom area that's here close to the studio part of the building that is pretty ginormous and is going to be really fun. It'll hold 20 to 25 people for a class with its own like water cleanup, airbrushes. We'll have it has air and electric at each station for lighting and obviously airbrushing. So we'll be able to do all sorts of fun stuff. And that will be forthcoming. So we're very excited about that. We'll have more news coming as we get closer.
Yeah, so to answer your question, yes. Mamma Mia Sushi, that's my mother for all of you who don't know.
Ratted me out.
What about a fiberglass base for Pro Acryl? I'm thinking about bedazzling my cast.
I mean, it worked great.
You could just do it right now. Take our paint. I gave you the expert acrylics to start painting it. Start painting that bad boy.
I love how he says he gave them to you.
That's right.
See?
After you told him, I did?
Only after you told him that, hey, it's nice you gave your father some paints. And, your father, I can see where the love is. I carried you for 9 months.
Yikes.
9 months.
My goodness. Paint that cast. Jason is going to paint cool stuff on the walls, right? Right, says Mo?
No, not even. I might hire some local artists. We have to figure out, because most of our walls are going to get gone away with slat wall for all the product. Because it will have a store up front, and the store will carry all sorts of gaming and products like that. And then we have a lot of tables. We probably have, I think, room for about 20 gaming tables. 6x4 gaming tables. So I have 20 6x4 gaming tables, paint bar for 12 people at a time. So a dozen people can be in the casual store area painting. It'll have airbrush and all the stuff there too. And then the full classroom for 20 to 25 people, 20 tables, tons of terrain. It's going to be a cool place. Eventually a kitchen.
No, those are yours. I thought those were on loan. No, I gave you those paints.
What?
The expert acrylics. Those are yours. You can use them at will.
Oh, now he tells you.
Oh.
First he was like, so let's see how you like these, and if you really are committed, then we can get them.
Get committed. Get your stuff together.
That's the way he treats his mother.
That's right. No mercy.
No mercy.
Get painting, you. Oh, there you go. Hey, you know what, Jason?
I know a couple of whats, a who,
Speaking
a
of
why.
Discord, hey, if you're not a part of our Discord, hit that link right there. We're going to be doing the challenge review.
You love how you ask me a question and then it doesn't wait for the answer. He just moseys right along.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We'll just keep on rolling. Hit that link right there. Join our Discord. We're going to do the challenge review either tomorrow or Wednesday. We will let you know. For all of you who are asking. Hi guys, it's my birthday tomorrow. Got myself a Pro Acryl base set
happy
coming.
Birthday.
Woo-hoo! Claps.
Happy
clap.
birthday.
TBD, Droth. We'll let you guys know. We're thinking a limited color palette challenge. We could pull those today if we want for fun. You want to do that, Jason?
On stream?
Yeah.
Do you have an RNG thing?
I'll just
I don't
Google
think
it.
so, because you can't just do...
Can I just Google it?
Like no, because it's only going to pull a number. You need the prefix to be added in there for what it is. Otherwise, you won't have the amp colors or the transparents or right
we
or
could just
the signatures, because they're all on
colors.
different SKU lines.
Oh, you know what, Jason? I have something even better. I have a box of Pro Acryl paint over here.
And just go grab stuff out of it?
Yeah. It's literally all of the extra bottles.
Like literally
from shows.
Just grab bag it?
We're doing it.
Are there duplicates in it?
Oh, not many. Oh, Jason. Oh.
He's very excited now,
This
Chad.
is great. Oh my gosh, this is literally the best idea I've ever had.
Yeah, okay. Except I had the idea, but okay.
No, not about this part. I have to take the credit. I'm shaking it up.
That's not annoying at all.
Black brown primer.
Wait, you're just going to start grabbing them?
No, not yet. We could. You want to? Should we do this right now, live?
We can.
Oh, you don't
Sure.
like you don't like this idea.
Sure.
Are you sure? You don't like that? You don't
Whatever.
you don't seem to like this idea, Jason.
Whatever, Chris.
I thought Jason would actually be all over this, but I don't think that's the case. Should I wait?
Sure, Chris.
I could just pull him right now.
Fantastic, Chris. That's great. Thanks, buddy.
I'm not doing that. For some reason, Jason does not like this. Is it all the paints available? Yes.
That's all he says. These are the paints that Ryan paints with when he's here.
That's what I'm saying. There are every paint in there. If I dig my hand in there, we're going to find the grab bag of paint.
Go for it.
Val says, Jason's patience for Chris is awe-inspiring.
It's something.
I just make sure Jason stays on track.
It's something.
You want me to pick a paint, Jason?
You can do whatever you would like to do, Christopher. I know you're jonesing for it. You're like a kid at Christmas. It's like, but you said I could open one present, Mom.
The first paint is... No, it's Jade.
All right.
You
Start off to a good start.
Do we like that?
Jade, what do you mean? We don't get to like the random number generator.
Do we?
You just go with it. That's the whole point.
But
you're stuck with your choices, Chris.
But
kind of like real life.
Do you do black and white with these or no?
It's kind of, yeah, you always have black and white. So you can pick.
We do.
What do we do? Pick 3 colors in black and white? Or 4 colors in black and white? What do you want to do?
3 colors. First paint.
It's a 3-color challenge plus black. You always get black and white.
Yeah.
Well, you don't always, but this time you do.
You hear that mixing, Jason?
I hear you fooling around over there, but I think you're cheating.
No, I'm literally not. I'm not even looking. Okay, ready? Next color. Faded plum.
Ooh, okay.
So
Jade and faded plum.
Jade and faded plum. This is great.
He's like a kid in a candy store. He's having a blast over here.
Time. I'm so glad. This is like the best way to do this. Are you ready?
You can see how the glazing is doing the blending for me here. So,
third color, Jason. You
keep
ready?
it simple.
I picked purple. I'm going to pick another one because that's too close to faded plum.
Wait, no. That's not how that works.
You want to do purple?
You pick jade, purple, and faded plum.
That's the 3 colors. Plus black and white?
Let me look at this.
Yeah.
It's going to be very monochromatic except for the jade. So this is interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's look at it. Let's look at jade.
Okay.
You said purple?
I said jade, faded plum, and purple are the picks. You want me to pick another one?
Pick another one and see what we get.
Okay. Old. Transparent red.
Yes.
Oh, Gandalf.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, jade,
Yes.
faded plum, transparent red.
And then white and black. There you go.
White and black. That's
for
a
it.
great one.
Care for it. That's
right.
actually a really good color combo.
Can you explain to the people what a limited color palette challenge
Yeah,
is?
so limited palette challenge is where you only can use the 3 colors listed plus white and black. So it takes the place of, CMY, and then K is white and black. So instead of CMY, you get jade, red, and faded plum. So this one's going to be tough because you do not have a yellow. You don't have anything that would get you a yellow. So you're going to be locked out of some of the color wheel because you can't do any of the other greens. You can't do any oranges, right? It's going to lock you out of browns. Well, you can get some brown out of jade and transparent red that would look pretty bitchin'. And then you can use white and black to lighten. So you're going to have to mix all your base colors out of these. You can go and just use these 3 colors.
Yeah.
So you could say pants, shirt, skin, and then just use white and black to do whatever as your highlights and shadows. But the interesting time is when you start to mix these colors and get something between them, and then start shading them and making darker versions with black, and brightening them and getting brighter tints with white. So that's it. Those are your colors. Boom. Jade, transparent red, and faded plum. Go after it. Make it happen. If you do not have Procreal colors, you may use other colors. The transparent red is going to be difficult for you because the only thing that you can substitute for transparent red is red ink.
Okay. Cool. That worked out great, Jason.
Yeah, it did. That was good.
That was great.
Oh, is it already 4? We have a meeting.
We don't.
Oh, we don't?
You and I do, but we can go. That doesn't start for another 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Miguel's not coming in today.
That's right. We had this conversation.
I didn't even realize it. Wow. Time flies, Jason, huh?
It does fly. The stream is the one time where I want time to slow down, and it never does. Yeah. Like, it just says, nope, no breaks, we're having fun, and it's going to fly by.
Gus, the regular guy, these can be used on whatever model you want. You just have to use them in the challenge.
Yep. The goal with limited palette challenges is to test the limits of what you can do with color with mixing. Because now you're strapped where you don't have certain colors that you would go to for things like skin. In this case is going to be very interesting because you don't have a yellow to mix in with the reds and the other colors for a base for flesh. So you're going to need to do something really cool, either via lighting. You know, I could see something where you use the jade as a skin tone, right? Could be really cool. We have like the Morrigan that we did here, where we did skin with jade, you know, and so you can use jade and the white and maybe the faded plum a little bit with the white to give a little bit of an off-white and use, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, you can imagine doing something like this, but you're kind of having to reach outside of the norm and figure out how am I going to do colors that I might normally do. So picking a model can be very crucial in this because you might want to pick a model that doesn't need skin tones. If you don't feel confident with mixing your skin tones out of the colors we have, or pick an alien model like I just showed you that, you know, well, she's not an alien, but you get my drift. Pick something that has the ability to do a little bit more of an alien skin tone. You know, jade can look great on orcs, so this might be a cool time to paint an orc with jade flesh.
Yeah, I like it. Don't have transparent red or an ink. Anything we can do like pyro red and mediums.
You know what? Because this is very difficult, I'm gonna switch out transparent red with pyro red. Okay. So let's get rid of the transparent. Let's just make it jade, pyro red, and faded plum. Okay. The transparents are hard because it really has to either be an ink or that, because the lack of opacity is going to be the part that makes it the mixing quality. So we'll just get rid of it as a transparent red. If you want to play hard mode, use the transparent red and mark it in your thing. I might give you bonus points. But for everybody else, I would say that the gist of it would be pyro red, jade, and faded plum.
My mom says, gosh, I hope I have these colors. Christopher only gave me 5 bottles in his very generous donation to me. I gave you all of the expert acrylics.
I get it.
Hope I can
he's
at least
very
paint
stingy,
a flower.
and I want to know where he got this from, because I've met you, and you don't... Oh, wait, you ratted me out, so I know where you got it from now.
Oh, no.
I know where he got it from now.
Hope I can at least paint a flower, Chris. Hey, get creative.
I know where he got it from now.
Oh, I see. Oh, boy. You're in the doghouse now.
I told him to tell you were fired, and he didn't do it, so he does still harbor some love for you.
I won't do it.
I won't do it.
Don't make me do it.
He's like, don't make me fire my mom.
I can't do it, John A. Let's see. Well, yes, like we said, this is for our monthly challenge. Gabe is going to post the rules. Oh, Jose said showing up in 2 minutes. Okay. Oh.
I thought you told him not to.
No, Jose.
Oh, Jose's coming in. Not Miguel.
I wish. That's great. That's great.
Not Miguel.
Let me go grab this really quick.
What?
He's bringing the P thing.
Oh, he's bringing the pan tilt.
Yeah.
The thing I had to buy.
Oh, boy.
I had to buy, so Mama Suchi, your son failed to do his job, so I had to buy a pan tilt head for him, which he is super ecstatic about, but he won't admit it. He gets to play with a new toy that he's never had, and I had to do it. And now it's here. Chris is so funny because he's all like, it's going to take a lot of time to get it done, and I don't know what to do. All the while, I know he's dreaming about it, like, oh, this is going to be so fun.
That was Jose.
Did he just come and go?
Yeah, he just came in. He just dipped in just now.
And left?
No. He's in the building. They're moving stuff in the back right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Jose. Never seen that guy in my life.
Good old Miguel.
All right. My mother says, sounds familiar. I don't know about this.
You don't need to know. She'll rat me out later. Don't worry about
Mom says, I blame his father. There you go.
it. I don't want to get in the middle of all that. I don't
Too
know.
late. Mediums are okay to use, question mark?
Yeah, you can use mediums.
Well, if you need your mind read.
That's not what a medium does.
They read your mind, dude.
No, they don't.
Let me tell you. They tell your future and they read your mind straight up.
That's not what a medium does.
I see.
That's a palm reader.
They ain't looking at my hands.
All the mediums of the world are now very angry with you. And contacting your ancestors to let them know you'll be joining them soon.
What about... see, here's what I'll say to all of you. Can we use special
here we
sauce?
go.
Sure.
Of course you can. Any medium, just nothing with color in it. You can prime in whatever color. Well, no, you can prime in black and or white and gray. You cannot use other primer colors.
Now,
So I have to be very specific there. You can't do what I'm doing here. You can't add red oxide primer. You cannot do colored base coats.
Metallic medium?
I'll allow it, yeah.
I'll allow. I love that every time there's a limited... Everybody asks the same question.
Everybody wants to cheat the system.
What about mediums? What about this? What about that? Just paint with the limited colors. Can I prime in jade? Sure. Are you using jade?
Jade's not a primer, but go for it.
Yeah, you could prime your model and then reprime it with jade through your airbrush. You could do that kind of a deal.
That's not priming, that's just painting.
What is priming?
Oh my god.
Mediums aren't cheating. That's what we just said. Sidious. Medium is the ideal size, pizza size. It's a vehicle. Rules aren't meant to be broken. It's a vehicle. Double T. Dino Paints, 70 months. Thank you. Stan, I'm gonna punch you in the face, Stan. That's a threat, a direct threat.
Direct threat.
Stan says, Chris, I have a serious question about the challenge. Can I use warm yellow? Ah, that's ridiculous. That's funny.
Stan's.
Message your congressman, and that is Jabe.
I feel like Stan is like not a friend
Hey,
of
Chris.
his own heartbeat.
Chris, I have a serious question about the challenge. Can I use warm yellow? That's their stand for you. Got myself a pile of warm yellow, I do. Right there. Stan, did I get it? I've clipped that, the threat, Chris. Good. You can send that to whoever you want.
Your mother watches this show, you know.
What are you going to do?
Be a better human?
No. Not when these aren't serious questions, Stan. And you know it, mister. Why, yes, yet that isn't the challenge. Hey, you can't use warm yellow, Stan, in the limited color palette challenge that uses jade, bold pyro red, and faded plum. So, no.
A distinct lack of yellow in that statement.
Is warm yellow urine a medium droth? That's disgusting. Was it plum? It was faded plum, Mo. Was it plum or dark plum? Neither. It was faded plum, Mo. Oh. Fun fact, dried urine was paint pigment back in the day. Sure it was.
Only from cows.
But guess what? It's not those days anymore, so no.
And that's no longer the case.
What set is faded plum in? Is it expansion set hold? Which one is that?
3?
I want to say
Question mark?
either. I think it's 3. It's 3. Yep.
Sometimes I remember these things.
Well, just asking, as you already changed one paint twice, thought we could just swap out. Stan, no, that's not how it works. We can do whatever we want, Stan.
Hey, now you're getting offensive.
Oh, I just asking. You already changed one paint twice. Thought we could just swap them out there, bud.
Hey, I could just change it back to transparent red. I
No!
was being nice.
Just use red, okay? That's all right.
The way that I look at these, for everybody who may not have taken part in a limited palette challenge on here before, is that the models where I can tell you've done the most mixing to move away from the color set that you were given will get the most attention. Just guaranteed. Doesn't mean that if you paint with the colors that are there that you won't also get noticed and we'll go through your model and all that, but just remember that these limited color challenges are built as a way to get you to think outside the box on mixing, not to just use the 3 colors and be done with it.
It's 4:15, so technically we are in the after hours part of stream. So technically we can say whatever we want.
Technically and legally.
Charlie Underfoot. Jason, I'm prepping Bretonians, and I'm doing heraldry. Do you have any experience or insight in making those heretic colors pop brightly? Off-white primers, question mark?
I mean, I do everything over black, and you can make colors pop just as readily over black, because once you start painting with opaque colors, it doesn't matter what you've painted the base with. If you want them to be easy to do quickly, then yeah. Off-white base coats will work a lot. So doing like ivories and things like that will give it kind of, if you're doing the banner anyway, doing the field in like an ivory or an olive flesh or something like that, and then putting your colors over it will help them pop quicker, to spend less time on it. But there's nothing that precludes you from having a lot of vibrancy over a black primer as you layer, I mean, we're basically painting over a very dark primer here, and we will get to where we can have pretty good vibrancy on this armor.
No, it's not. Just to let you know, Snow Blinky, it is not sold out. Jade is in stock. Stan, I will not be answering your questions henceforth. So,
wow. Stan,
I had to
apologize.
put down the gauntlet. Okay, Stan, let me help you. It's genuine. I don't know, Stan. I can't see. It's a genuine question. Is dark jade the equivalent of adding black to jade?
No, it is not.
Now,
can you get a darker jade from adding black to jade? You sure can. But no, it's I would say that you're probably better to add like Payne's Gray to jade to get dark jade.
Don't thank me yet, Stan. But we did say you can use white and black, so there you go. In your band.
Yeah, if you're talking about for the challenge, then yeah, white and black are your friends. They will allow you to tint, tone, and shade, mix the white and black together to get gray, to tone your color. You got this. That's the whole point. The bigger thing with these is how to use those 3 colors to give yourself a very lively model, because those colors are not necessarily the way what you would look and pull off the shelf and go, aha, my next project.
Stan, how can I believe you now? Look what you've done to me. See? You can't be throwing out these genuine questions and then expect me to not backlash when your last question was the opposite of the limited color palette challenge.
What, the yellow?
Yeah. So how doth you understand? Hey, Long War TV. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're all doing well. We're in the after hours part of stream.
Painting some Zinvaded.
Stan, I was thinking about Hue Chart and mentally planning using the swatches, and it was the equivalent. I can picture the technology. I'm also feeling bullied. Welcome to my world. Next level painting. Welcome in, Raiders. Kenny,
Hello, everybody.
what's up, my man? If I have burnt red, what can I add to get closer to burnt sienna? Says Leo. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Do you have warm brown? Or like orange brown?
Yeah.
Any of that? Burnt orange? Do you have that? Any of those kind of orangey brown colors with burnt red will get you closer.
Danger Boy says, I might spend tonight on the wet palette just messing around with the colors and see if anything jumps at me. Hey,
Yeah, that's the way to do
nothing
these, is
wrong
to
with
really
that.
just go play with them and see if there's anything that floats your boat. Like mix all the colors together, add in some white and black, see where you get on the palette. Because the red and the jade are going to do some fun things together and get you into like the world of sorta browns, because a red and a green are complementary. So there's a lot you can do there. And then the faded plum is kind of the tough one, but it's your tint, right? That's where you start highlighting things. So you can use it as an off, like add a little bit of white to the faded plum so that you get a off white, and then start using that to highlight your colors. Can wind up being really cool. What's going on, Kenny? And the Long War team, how we doing? What are you guys doing on so early?
It is 4:20. Okay. Was there a time change that we didn't know about?
No? Maybe they
I
had to
think
start
so.
early, did they?
Maybe.
I don't know. Typically, they're like starting when we're off, I think.
Yeah.
Although we are running a little bit long, but would just be ending. I need answers.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You've told me this like 50 times. I don't think you know the truth. I think that's where the problem kicks in.
I know the truth,
I don't
Jason. You
think
want to
so.
hear it?
I don't think you know it. I think you
wanna
keep
hear
saying
it?
this, but I don't think you know what's going on.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Hey, when can we the chat buy the new One Step Colors Great Segway Rattle Can August 12th if you're in the US, or August 26th if you're in the UU.
The UU?
EU. The EU. The U.
The EU, and hopefully the UK. Our distributors have got One Step leaving out to them as well.
So, yes.
So around the 26th for the EU and the UK, the 12th, which is next week on Wednesday.
Yep. Mark your calendars.
Here in the US. It's a coming. Not a long wait from Gen Con. We didn't add a lot of time to it.
No.
Much to the chagrin of production. They wish we did.
Yes, and
They're
Sidious
mad at me right now.
have shipments of One Step Set 2 gone out. The FLGSs, yes, those are being shipped
Starting
out.
today.
And we tell our FLGSs to put it out when they get it.
Yep.
Regardless if it's the 12th or not.
If they start shipping today.
We don't want to hold you back, is what we tell them.
They got it. They should be able to sell it and make money. As Chris says, get money, get paid.
Get money, get paid.
Get paid.
I'll be right back.
Chris has to empty his old man bladder.
No. Something much worse.
Oh, wow. I didn't need to know that. Now you're stuck here with me, Chad. Dun, dun, dun. Serious, genuine question, says Stan. Stores in the UK like Wayland and Element, does it come from you or Monument EU? It comes from us. They both order direct from the US. With Brexit and the hassle of transshipping from the EU to the UK, it's actually easier for most to get it from here right now. We're working with UK VAT authorities and things like that to learn if there's something we can do registration-wise to help out the retailers in the UK. to be able to get it directly from our EU warehouse. And we just signed a new warehouse lease in the EU, which is going to make it easier for us to stock a lot more product over there to cover bigger orders like what Wayland and Element and those guys do, because they order quite a bit of stuff. And if we took some of their bigger orders from our EU warehouse, it would legitimately knock the warehouse out of stock in one fell swoop. So we haven't had the opportunity to keep that much product over there until signing this new lease. So we'll see how that goes. I'm anxious to get that rolling. That's going to be us moving in September, October, and be fully operational out of the new lease. So Jen and I will be going over there, and we'll have more updates as we grow. Fun stuff.
Stan says, serious, genuine question. Stores in
That's
UK.
what I just talked about.
Oh, you did that? Okay,
Yep,
great.
did that one.
Perfect. There you go.
There's some good build up for green armor. That's pretty good.
Can we base the model with grass? Of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and the grass doesn't have to be in the colors. Just the model itself. You can put it in an environment with whatever tufts and finish it however you like. Put it in a diorama, do whatever you want. The paint colors are just limited to what you can use. Yellow-green is one of the best glazing colors in our lineup. The whole yellow-green family. Just because they have such a manageable opacity to them, since they're already kind of semi-opaque to begin with. Just very, very good colors as a top coat. That's why I love them in the green skin workups I do. Big sigh, Chris.
Oh, you know me. I was just double checking something in the back. So,
what's that?
I was double checking something in the back with Jose. So that's why I was departed for a minute, chat. But I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back. I knew a lot of you were worried, specifically Jason.
We literally see you right here.
Am I? No.
That's pretty much you. That's pretty much you. It's not fake.
QR
Chris.
says, Mo says, no one was worried. Ma. I just imagine that's what Mo is. Sounds like when he says that kind of stuff. Ma. No one was worried. Ma. Jay said more mean stuff about you, Chris, as Cyber Spy.
I did?
What else is new?
His mom will probably rat me out. That's stuff I didn't even do.
Mo's Magic says, don't make me shake my cane at you.
Whippersnappers.
No one was worried. That's right. We keep each other accountable.
Who's that? You in chat?
Yeah, that's right. QR Dizzles, you never leave, Chris. That's right. That's the whole point. I'm always here.
How can we miss you and grow fonder?
I can leave. If you really want me to, chat, say the word. 50% of you are like, get the hell out of here, you. Who we? I know. It's getting close. Mo's Magic, I didn't know you were the Penguin from Batman Returns, says Panic Bomb. My voice keeps changing. I know, Mo. I'm working on it. Wear what's here.
Whatever he needs it to be. This is Chris's voiceovers.
That's right.
However I feel, that's what you get. Just kind of building up because I want to do like almost a non-metallic shine on the armor. So I'm just building up this green. It's just 2 colors on the armor, but it gives us a good work up to where now I can drop a bright color into the middle of all of these areas where I've kind of created these cylindrical bands of reflection. A little bit of edge highlighting every now and then.
Are you leaving? Goodbye. Good luck.
Do I what?
Does Jason have your key? Jose's asking.
Oh no, he didn't give it back to me.
Not yet. We'll message him.
Who's he with that got him in? Did you let him in?
No. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry. I did. I let him through the gate because he also brought us this. Jose or Miguel says player to be named later. Who is Miguel, in fact?
Miguel.
That's hilarious.
Miguel.
Miguel, how you doing, man? Hope you're well.
Miguel, I really wanted to see you today, and Chris said no. So he was tired of you, didn't want to see you. So I don't know what's going on with that, but you need to handle your business and get good old Chris back in your good graces so that we can hang out.
This is not true. I cannot let that one falter. This is not true.
Oh, he knows. He knows the truth.
He does.
Miguel is not a stupid man.
He knows the truth. He knew I would never wrong him in this way.
Wow.
This is a test, and Jason's making sure we're on point, and this is a test, and I'm passing. He's seeing if we could break under pressure. You know what, Jason? I really liked that limited color palette challenge, the way we picked it. That was fun.
Here he's tooting his own horn now.
It was a lot of fun. I had a good fun time. Didn't you? It was like true random. It's great. Like old school random. Like, oh my gosh, get your name in a hat. Woohoo. Kind of random, you know? I had a great time.
So, Chris, you know what I want you to do between now and giveaway day?
Which is when, Jason?
I want you to create a true randomizer.
No.
Where you put everybody's name in a hat.
I have.
And
I've
then we pull it out so that it goes a lot quicker.
Like an actual hat?
Like an actual hat.
Okay. I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
That is not happening.
A 10-gallon hat.
I have a randomizer. I've made a beautiful machine. And by me, I mean the machine gods of the RNG. We'll get a huge 10-gallon hat, and I'll just put some names in there. Stan, you can rewind this on YouTube to find out. It was Jade, Bo Pyro Red, and Faded Plum.
He knows what the color. You already told him.
I know. I said it many times. That's a lie. Stan, no, it's not. You literally said it.
He even came back and said you already changed the colors a couple times, so he already knew what they were.
Yeah, Stan's just poking my buttons. I know what's going on here. Spasnet says, Monument needs a bingo ball rolling cage for picking the bottles. No, I want that for picking the names on our giveaway days. That's what I want. There would be many balls in that rattle cage. But it would be fun. I am not the person who's going to be doing that.
You can see how it's very different from our Army Man.
Oh, very nice.
On our Army Man, we stuck with just camo green over the dark camo green over the red oxide. With the yellow green, gives us a little bit more of a cartoony green that we can still do, like, you know, military tank weathering and stuff like that on. It'd be a lot of fun.
Wolfen, what would I gain in... What would I gain in not randomly selecting the paints? We didn't see the selection of paints rigged. What is there to rig?
Yeah.
I was just picking the paints.
He rigged it.
That is true.
You're starting to understand Chris's giveaways.
I do. They're not.
Please
mine
explain
anymore.
it to Chris. He doesn't understand.
They're not mine anymore. They're the gods of the RNG.
Yeah, this is the year of evil.
I'm not even being evil. Jason literally saw me pick the paints out.
I can't see it. There's a whole wall between
You
me
know
and
what?
him.
I'm not gonna react to this anymore. You know what, chat? You do whatever the heck you want.
They do look sort of like the Ninja Turtles, except they have 4 arms,
It's
which
kinda
is
cool.
what makes them really cool. I like how he's got his fist out, like,
Yeah.
I'll show you
Yeah,
by
I'll get
shooting you.
It's Mo. Why I oughta?
Like, this really makes me want 4 arms.
That would definitely help.
I could be painting and eating a sandwich.
Now, yes, see, Spaznat, it wasn't rigged. Otherwise, we would have all the flesh. That is correct, Spaznat. So that's how you know that's not rigged.
Olive flesh, bronze, and a little bit of noosh. Or a lot of noosh and a touch of bronze.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, everybody.
You're done?
I'm done.
Get painting, you.
Done. Oh, I got the green to the point to where now we
Yeah,
just
looks
highlight.
great. That looks awesome. I guess if you're
Just-
into that thing.
Yeah, just doing our standard glaze and layer to get stuff built up on the armor. And then I got to pick
Wolfen,
like the
absolutely.
in between, like the suit colors. You got a lot of fabric and then like this rubbery pressurized suit, like astronaut suit stuff, and then figure out the boots. So I got to do all that. Maybe we'll do like just a blackish gray for the suit, or like a white. Oh, that could be cool, like an astronaut white, and then like rubber tubing, black. These models are a lot of fun. Again, from Zinvaded, for those of you that had asked if we missed. It's a lot of fun. We'll be painting this up throughout the week. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out, watching some
Yes.
paint dry with us. If you came through on one of the raids, please hit the follow or the sub button.
Thank you, everybody, for hopping in from
Make
those.
sure you join our little family. Check out all the links Chris puts up in chat there, our Discord. Make sure you check out monumenthobbies.com, monumenthobbies.eu. We've got 2 warehouses across the globe run by wonderful Monument employees ready to serve and protect your hobby interest.
That's right.
Send you some paint, send you some brushes, keep us alive. Thank you so much for your support. Join the Discord. Tons of awesome people over there. Make friends. Join the community. And we do this every day. Well, Monday through Friday. It's close to every day.
Every week.
All the days that count.
Every weekday.
Every weekday. Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona. We'd love to see you back. So mark your calendars. Come kick it with us. Have some
Mark it.
fun. Avoid your boss. Do the good things. And watch some paint dry. So thank you so much. Love your faces. Stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid.
Yep.
So show some love in the chat we wind up in. And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.